No, but I think, man, that we can do this episode, fellas. It's us three.
You know what
we can
really
do whatever
funny?
the fuck we want.
Hey,
got
no.
this, bro.
Kai, we don't tell Kaiser anything about the pod. It's like, just wait till it drops. He opens it. It's like 6 hours.
He's like, the one fucking time.
He's
like, dude, that would be wild. What if we did some shit
just
like that?
a fucking filibuster.
Yeah.
You hear that? That's crazy, though.
Yeah.
When you said that, you're like literally, bro, I feel this feels normal. I don't feel like I'm recording music.
Yeah.
That's how I felt the whole time.
No, dude,
we've been
actually,
doing this,
I
you know?
actually had an epiphany today, and I thought about that. And I was like, these dudes all hide behind the mic because they're so used to recording music, and that's what you do.
Yeah, you sound good, though. Like, I think, you know what I mean? You got a good voice. I just listened to what episode did I do? The one where we're talking about being on an island, and you're like 3 items.
I wasn't on that one.
No, you weren't on that one. You missed that one.
That was the one on the hill.
Yeah, I missed that one.
You missed that week.
The Hillcast.
I'm just listening. Dude,
that one was funny, though, bro. I listened to that whole thing.
3 of my homies just ran through 1 through, was 13, 14 now?
11. This is 12.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh, but not counting all the... These are the released.
Oh,
ones,
yeah.
right?
Well, the ones
released,
that we've done that I've done, I've missed 2 episodes.
Oh, this is like 16 of total.
Yeah, so you can't miss. So you've done 16 total. I've only missed twice. So
there was one though.
This episode 13 for me.
2 weeks ago, where it was the 4 of you and I was.
Oh yeah.
So technically, I missed one.
I was gonna say this earlier. When we get a studio, I'm gonna vote. I know Kaiser doesn't like the rocking, but 3-1, we just get 4 brand new fucking recliners, dog. Not like legit big ass.
This recliner doesn't rock.
This one does.
Oh,
I like the rocking. I find myself, I do it too often, and I don't want to do it as often. But it's just like it's almost like a stimming thing for me.
Bro, we got somebody that's like,
You know
hey,
what I
what
mean?
is that like?
back and forth.
Really quiet squeaking sound I always hear in there. It's like
That's red. It's
right?
red. Chair.
It's just like
Do you see me?
so into the conversation. Just
I don't mean to do it, but it's just like I always got to be messing with something or something. It's probably like comes from like an addict part of my brain.
No, I feel that.
But I have to be like doing something.
everybody
does
do
an intro.
and
then you
I'll
can
edit
splice
out
it up.
the best 2 intros,
Bro.
and we'll only keep the worst intro.
I'm dead.
You know, this is funny because there's the 3 choices. When you Lord of Arquad on Shrek, mirror, mirror on the wall, whatever. He's like Bachelorette number 1, Bachelorette number 2, or Bachelorette number 3. He's like 3, pick number 3, my lord.
Bro,
Got 2 fingers.
bro,
up.
let's not pretend that the Shrek movies aren't some of the best
Classic,
all-time
dude.
animated movies. Have
Okay,
you guys seen that
I'm
new
gonna-
Puss in Boots movie, like the newest one?
No.
Somebody said watch it because
Last
it
Witch.
foreshadows
Well, so it's like
number 5 or 6 now.
So have you seen the newest Spider-Man movie, like the animated one with Miles
Bro.
Morales? So the way that they animate that, right, is they have like a normal animation like you would in like a Shrek or something, as far as I know, and then they draw over it in
like comic book style.
yeah, like comic book
Yeah.
style. They go over it, but Puss in Boots, like Last Wish, that movie's made just like how that last Spider-Man movie is made with Miles Morales. Like it's the same type of animation, but it's fucking dope. It looks sick. It's like
dude,
a
that
Shrek.
movie.
It's like a comfort movie.
Have
for
you
me.
seen that Far From Home? Or no, not Far From Home. No, I'm thinking. Of
I
the
haven't
one.
seen any
Through
of the
Spider-Verse. Through the Spider-Verse. Oh, you haven't seen them?
ones. No, man.
Bro.
The Miles
I
Morales joints?
because my thing is I already hate that with Spider-Man. You got Tobey Maguire.
Which is the best Spider-Man.
I already gave in
That's
and
my
said gave
Spider-Man.
Garfield a chance. All right, Tom Holland. All right, I don't know, bro. There's too many.
Bro,
It's starting
and
because
hear me out,
Spider-Man's
though.
low-key turning into Batman. You know what I'm saying?
Man,
But
Spider-Man
the
can never be
Spider-Verse,
Batman.
The
Well,
Spider-Verse,
no,
though, the movies, they have all the Spider-Mans. They have Spider-Mans from that
They
I
have
didn't even know-
Spider-Man 2099.
Bro, yes.
They have every Spider. They have Spider-Man
What?
from
Bro.
all comic books and shit. Dude, they have Spider-Man
I
on
can't
there that
believe
I've
you-
never heard about.
I
Have you
can't
guys
believe-
ever heard of Punisher 2099?
I can't believe you've
The
never
2099
seen
characters,
this.
bro. It's like Spider-Man.
No, that's a good
Punisher,
point. You're
Black
a
Widow.
movie buff. How have you not seen that?
Yeah, bro,
not
I
only that,
haven't.
you're also a fucking dork, man.
Yeah, well, no, for I
Hey,
haven't.
hey, movie buff.
Yeah, you're right.
No,
you're right,
no,
right.
I would go down to probably say I'm a dork.
You go down a pretty nerdy, dorky lane.
Well,
yourself.
You know what?
There's a thick line between
Listen.
nerd and dork.
well,
dork-
this is
okay.
funny because I
You're
just
a
started
nerd,
the
maybe not
extended
dork.
version,
Dork is
bro.
too explicit.
Yeah, let's not bully stuff.
Sorry.
I just started Lord of the Rings extended version. So
are you for real?
Maybe you're
Yeah.
You just watched the first movie.
So
or what?
I'm past nerd, dog. I'm at dork, dog.
No,
You know
that's
what
what I
I'm
was
saying?
saying. And it's no shade, bro. I'm a fucking dork too. I'm a dork.
I'm just saying that
I'm a
it's
little bit of a dork.
I geek out on certain shit, and I think that the Spider-Man thing, man, is I don't know. It's weird. I need to watch it. I'm not saying it's a bad movie or whatever,
Bro, it's animated and it's true to canon, pretty much. It's like
so good.
so good. Miles Morales is Spider-Man.
Rate it with live action Spider-Mans.
The last one, the Spider-Verse, Through the Spider-Verse, that might be the best.
The best Spider-Man movie ever.
That might be the best Spider-Man movie ever made.
What?
I will
No,
say
it's like that.
It's got an argument.
The
at least?
only
It's like
issue
that.
with it. Let me give you an issue with it.
Okay.
And
Devil's advocate.
it's not gonna be in your favor either. My only issue with that movie,
The main character is
is
black.
No,
We're like, dude,
No,
what,
no.
man?
My only
Riley,
issue,
what
my
the
only issue
fuck?
with that movie is that it leaves on a fucking huge cliffhanger.
Why I did hear that.
But that's it. That's my
Okay,
only
okay.
complaint with that movie.
It honestly gives me anxiety.
Oh, dude, watching that
Cliffhangers?
it get like the movie. We're watching it and it's already good, and then it just gets better and better
Oh,
and
dude.
better, bro. By
Seth,
2.5
I can't believe you
hours
have
in,
not watched
you
this
are
movie.
locked in 2.5 hours into this movie. Like you're like
And then it
ready
just
for
ends.
another 2 hours, and it ends, and you're like, no,
Dude,
fucking way.
it ends crazy, bro. 'Cause,
Bro,
like,
I got goosebumps just now
bro,
thinking
just
about how it
talking
ends.
about
bro.
it,
You're just
thinking
like,
about it.
fuck.
Well, what
Goosies.
happens?
Bro, okay, so let me lay this out to you, right?
Okay,
I'm just gonna say from the
don't-
first
be vague,
movie,
be vague.
I'm gonna be very vague. So
No,
basically,
I want like the details. what
no,
happens
so
at
you're
the
not
end.
gonna get that. You're
Oh no,
gonna-
he's
you're
so
gonna
I
get
can give you a vague that he's
explanation.
in a bad situation and he is not looking like he's gonna make it out, and then there's not much hope.
You've
in the movie
you've
ends.
already said too much.
No, that's literally it. Like it doesn't like some cliffhangers are like you can see the light at the end of the tunnel. Like this cliffhanger,
Bro,
like
this
you,
one's
like it's like
fucked up.
it's like this dude's
Hey,
fucked, and you're just like,
that's-
no,
Yeah.
it can't end.
That's
And
a
it's
good
over.
topic, though. If you think about it, what are
basically-
some of the all-time cliffhangers?
Oh, Inception.
Oh shit! Oh, dude.
Wait.
What are some all-time cliffhangers
What-
though?
Can you elaborate on that? I haven't watched Inception in a while. Cliffhanger on Inception?
Oh, bro, are you
The
joking?
ending.
Wait,
Just
what is-
think
remind
back.
me the-
Here,
Just
let me talk.
No,
let
no,
me,
remind
let me
me.
talk. So you know how like they
He kills his wife.
okay.
He gets rid of her.
You know how they spin the top,
Yeah.
and that's how they know if they're in a dream or not. Is
Yeah.
if they spin the top,
And
is
if
it
it-
doesn't stop, then they're
Right.
dreaming.
If it falls, it's the real life.
Or if it falls, it's real life.
Yeah.
So at the end of Inception, where you're not sure if the fool is in a dream or not, he spins the top, and the
Then it
movie ends with the top spinning, and then right before the movie ends, it starts to wobble a little bit, or it looks like it starts to wobble.
Right.
So it's like you don't know, like
You gotta interpret it.
yeah.
I don't remember what happens. So he gets through his wife. He gets because
He's
that
always
was like
going to
his
visit
demons,
that
yeah.
memory and shit.
And
yeah.
then he got past that. And then see, I don't remember Inception. I'll have to watch it again.
Bro, you watch it and then pay attention to the very end, because it's literally like, bro, like it.
No, I can picture what I don't. I just
Yeah.
don't remember what happened like before that.
like leading up to that.
Yeah.
Like I also am in the same boat
Dude,
where
it's
I
a
don't
very-
I don't exactly remember where he is when he's spinning it, or like I don't remember all that movie, but I do remember that part. Shutter Island. You guys ever watched that movie, Shutter Island?
The shit that's fucked up about that is if you think
we could
about
deep
it.
dive.
Oh, bro,
Well, bro, there's I guess cliffhangers.
that's not really a
Cliffhangers.
cliffhanger, I guess. Maybe.
Oh no, dude! I was completely off that subject. I thought we were about to go deep in some crazy.
Oh, you want to go
Cliffhanger.
deep in some crazy shit? I was just talking to this fool last night. We're talking about M. Night Shyamalan.
Oh, bro,
a
that guy's
couple pods
movie is
ago.
crazy. The Village. Me and my girl just watched The Village, and I was like, "What the fuck, man?
Dude,
that
The
guy's on something
Signs
else."
Is to me personally, it's in my top 5, top 3, just movies of all time.
Bro, Signs is a sick movie.
It's crazy, bro. It's crazy because it's a ex priest who lost his wife to a drunk driver, coming to grips with the fact that aliens exist, and it's that's obviously a very
I'm gonna be honest. I have
overlay.
not seen this movie.
You've never seen
bro.
Signs
Oh,
with
man.
Melly
Oh,
Gibbs?
dude. Drunk
With Mel
Mel,
Gibson?
dog. Drunk
Damn.
Melly Gibbs.
Are you kidding?
With
I've
Drunk
never
Mel
seen the
Gibbs
other one
on.
you were talking about either.
The Village? You never seen The
Oh,
Village?
dude, you need to, dude. Okay.
Do a
M.
deep
Night
dive
Shyamalan.
on M. Night Shyamalan movies,
Dude,
dog.
Signs, Village,
Old.
his recent
that one was
was
all right.
his
actually.
recent one was
where they're in the woods and shit.
Yeah,
Yeah, I don't even know who that is.
See that one? I'm gonna rerun that movie just
Like
because.
off the top of my head, I'm like,
Dude, Kaiser hated that fucking movie,
Great
bro.
director, man.
He hated that.
M. Night
He's a
Shyamalan.
very hated director, but because he's got some hard shit.
If you want to talk about twists and turns and all that, M. Night Shyamalan.
You know
is
another
the guy.
movie that he directed? Yeah, I forgot about it. He directed After Earth when Will Smith and Jaden Smith.
And Jaden Smith.
You seen
I've never
that?
seen that.
That
I hated
movie's
that movie.
I never watched that.
horrible. But I found this out.
Okay, I'm glad I'm not the only one.
Yeah, I'm like,
Dude,
I never even watched it.
Some of his best movies, actually all of his best movies, are where the studio's not overseeing how it goes down. See, he's done some movies where the studio kind of has more pull than he does in what the story will end up being. So I just watched this movie last night. I've seen it when it came out. The anxiety it gave me, it's not scary, but it's fucked up, is The Visit. These two kids, mom sends them off for a week trip to rural Pennsylvania and are going to stay with their grandparents. And
I've seen this.
there's a strained relationship with the mom.
Yes, I've seen this.
And-
I've seen this movie.
I haven't seen this. movie.
Oh my
Dog.
gosh, dude! When
Is
they're
it
playing,
wild?
they're
It's
playing
wicked?
like hide and seek or something, and like the girl goes under the porch,
And she's, like,
and then
fast.
the grandma is just fucking like naked, just
well-
beaming across. You're like,
Well, no,
what
she,
in the fuck am I watching?
What's
and
going
there's
on?
one part, homeboy shits his pants, and he stands up and he goes and he walks away, and then when he's walking away, the old girl starts fucking eating the shit out of these cookies, bro.
Oh yeah.
She rolls, Yahtzee! Yells into the camera with fucking cookies coming out of her mouth. And she's like, I don't want to ruin the movie for you. Never mind.
Bro,
It's
that
fucked.
movie's creepy as shit.
It's
What is it called? The Visit?
The Visit. It just came
Yeah.
out
Is it?
again on Max. Dude, I had to
is
step
it back
away.
on Max?
See, movies like that trip me out, bro, is when it gets your anxiety going. Not gory fucking shit.
The gore never-
that shit never
The
scares
gore
me.
never really bothers me so much. It's more like the suspense. Bro, have you ever seen Sinister?
Oh, dude.
No.
Another one. Another bro, Ethan Hawke.
Bro,
Oh,
at his
dog.
best in that movie.
Doug Cole.
Riley.
What was-
you have to check
Shout
this
out
fucking
to
movie
Lauren
out.
though. She actually put me on to watch
I'll
that shit.
just the premise of it is like, right, it starts off with this family.
Wait. That's kind of a movie where giving away anything.
I know. Well, I'm just gonna tell him the
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him the
Have you
first.
seen it? Wait, have you seen it? My bad.
He's never
No,
seen
no,
it.
no.
Okay.
I'm gonna tell him the first like minute.
I want to see how
of
you're
the
gonna break
movie.
this down because I'd butcher it.
I'm
dog.
gonna tell you the first minute of this movie. So basically, like Ethan Hawke is the main role, right? And
Okay.
and it's him and his family, and they're moving into this house. What you have to know about Ethan Hawke is that Ethan Hawke writes about murders,
Yeah.
and
Okay.
writes about like really scary shit. He's an author, basically.
He's a
Interesting.
criminal.
Okay.
And his
whatever.
last big hit was he just ended this series of books that he wrote or whatever, and he hasn't written a good book since. You know,
I
he's
see
in,
where this is going.
He's in a little bit of a rut.
The town kind of doesn't like him a
He
little bit.
moves into this house where, unbeknownst to his family, but he knows it was like the site of a crazy murder of these families. And he's moving into this house to get inspiration to write another horror book. Dude,
Dude, it literally
it's
gets bucked.
insane.
That
That's
sounds sick.
one.
It's
It's one of
that
those
sounds sick.
movies.
It's really
where
good, but it's actually scary, bro. Like, I don't watch stuff that
I like
often.
scary movies.
It'll fucking trip you out.
I do.
It'll trip
and I
you
think
out.
some scary movies are like The Nun.
I never watched
Bro.
The
I'm
Nun.
like,
We just heard about
Bro,
your story
The
about
Nun?
The Nun.
Like, I don't know.
Fuck you guys.
I'm not. I don't.
The Nun.
It was
the
like
Nun
Insidious
2,
3 to me.
The
Like,
Nun,
I
The
went and
Nun.
watched that
Yeah,
in the theaters.
Insidious 1 was good.
Oh,
Bro.
Insidious 1, super good movie.
Yeah.
But dude, me and my
And then
friend,
they just started going down.
Me
down.
and my
The Conjuring.
Conjuring's a good
Oh,
movie.
those are dude,
Conjuring's cold.
Okay, even
Conjuring's
the newer
cold.
Conjuring, The Conjuring 2.
The Devil Made Me Do It. Crazy, dude. I finished that and I was like,
Yo,
ends up being the homeboy's fucking daughter.
can I tell you guys what one of the scariest movies of my life is Jeepers Creepers.
Oh, bro.
The original Jeepers Creepers to the Heppers Creppers, as
Let's-
my buddy
let's-
calls them and shit.
Let's take
Is
a
it-
dive into Homeboy.
Wait. The original.
Oh, the first one, dude. You
The
could argue
original
that's one of the
Jeepers
best
Creepers.
horror movies of all time.
The
What's
original
fucked
Jeepers
up,
Wait,
dude.
wait.
They
Are
made
you
like 4
saying
of
this
them.
because you were young when you watched it and it legitimately scared
There's
you?
nostalgia.
It's a bit
for
of a
me, for someone who's never
thing.
seen this, who has no nostalgia,
okay.
would I be like, "Oh, that was the best horror movie of all time"?
It's fucked. You just gotta roll with it.
That's
it's fucked up.
That's a high bar.
No, no.
Take the story for what it is.
Exactly.
And
You just gotta make
there,
sure.
yeah.
You just gotta make sure you go in. Just watch it as you would watch any movie. That's basically it. And
Don't go in there with any expectations. Just watch it for what it is. And
you guys
with all the
honestly,
cats?
Oh, bro,
you guys
stop.
have
Were
given
you there
me
with
like
all the cats?
You stop it.
6,
He's like, who the
7
fuck are
movies
you,
to
lady?
watch, and I'm just letting you know the chances that I watch.
Oh, I know they're
any
very
of
slim.
them,
But the ones you should
Low.
watch, the ones you
At
should
best.
watch, real shit, is because I think you have a fucking mature ass mind, dude. So I think that if you watch that, you would like you'd see what we're saying of like, oh fuck, like that's why this is actually a really good movie. You know, it's like the movie within the movie. I always say.
Welcome back to the GoldenBoys podcast. I'm sitting here with Setto, Montana,
What's up, man?
Golden Riot,
yes, sir.
and your boy Red Summers. How's everybody doing?
Doing good. Hey, he's
dude.
doing good in there too.
Hey.
Drinking
and
Modelo.
shout out to Nathan too.
Yeah.
My bad.
Modelo.
My bad. My bad.
Yeah, what's up, boys? How's the week been?
Well, we need to address the elefante in the room.
What is it?
Kaiser is gone.
Oh, dude,
Kaiser, we miss
not
you, man.
to
Kaiser
not
quit
to
gold
make
mines.
light of anything, but I'm not gonna lie. He sent that video,
Oh, he sounds like shit.
and then I said, I don't know if you saw it. I said in the group.
He's
chat,
probably
I said-
yelling at Madden.
I said,
That's why he
who,
lost his voice.
I said, who is that? I said, who is that old man pretending to be Yanni?
I know. I literally said
Like he was,
I said
like he
him, I
just
said,
sounded like
"Good
he was
God."
like,
Dude,
"Welcome back to the
That
Golden
fool
Boys."
was
And I was
here.
like, God damn,
He's
who's this old fuck?
He's all kinds of fucked up
Yeah,
right
he's
he
now.
was
fucked
about
up.
to come. He was about to come. He's like, "Bro, fuck, I'll play RuneScape in the back." And he's like, dude, I'm fucking like cold sweats.
Yeah, I was
fuck it,
like,
bro.
nah, bro.
Dude, I was telling him,
Yeah,
like,
I
dude,
don't
it's
want that
going,
shit.
it's going around, dude.
I don't want that
It's,
shit.
unfortunately, thankfully, it was past. I got it at fucking holidays. That shit fucked me up.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, get better, man. We miss you, dog.
Shout out to Yanni and shout out to Cody for waking up late.
Oh yeah, shout out to Schlag. Schlag, if you listen,
We love
to
you.
this,
We
Shout
love you,
out
Cody.
Gold
we're gonna see. We're gonna
Mines.
see if we're gonna see Schlag if you listen this far into the pod.
Oh, Schlag, if you're listening to this right now, I want you to text our group chat and just say it's Schloggy time.
Yeah.
No context.
He might do that anyways, though. And we're just gonna assume that he did listen to it.
You know what? I'm willing to bet on that.
You know
though.
what I mean?
This is
I'm willing
not
to take those
real.
chances.
He might just say that
and
anyways.
then if he says that, then I'll be like, I'm willing to.
give him the benefit of the
I'm
doubt.
willing to take the 60% that he listened to it. I'll
Yeah.
give him 60.
I'll give
There's
him
a
the-
40% chance it was random,
he
and I'll take
supports
that
it,
chance.
man. I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. He's a good guy. But yeah, so it's just the three amigos today.
Yeah, we're just chilling, bro. It's gonna be.
This is kind of like, I'm not saying like I prefer it like this, but this is kind of nice, man.
No, that's for real.
We haven't
though.
had a time like
every
this,
time
really.
we have a podcast with less of us, I'm always like, dude, this is like it's such just a good vibe.
It's kind of nice though.
Like it's a little bit slower pace. It's not like
Well, I think it's more engaging
oh, absolutely,
Right.
yeah.
because there's always kind of a lot,
yeah.
not in a bad way. It's just I think it's natural.
I think
think-
that yeah.
But I also think positioning.
3 is perfect
I think positioning
because we have a couple episodes with just me and Kaiser. And we get to a point where it's just like, bro, what are we even talking about? Like, what are we doing right now?
yeah. What
I
else
don't know,
do you
dude.
say?
We've come a long way from the first time we did this, though.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah. We've been getting way better. Every time we get better, bro.
I think I missed the first couple, but I think I pretty, except for like maybe
You're-
3 weeks
you've
ago.
pretty
I
much
feel,
been
I feel like I've
here-
been here ever since then.
You've pretty
Yeah.
much been here for the evolution of the episodes.
I
dropping.
probably have missed
Yeah.
5 or 6 maybe.
Yeah, I think you missed.
fuck.
The first 4
well,
at
you
least.
missed.
Probably.
yeah.
There's some vault episodes that aren't going to come out, but
Not yet.
not yet.
Yeah.
But damn, bro. No, actually,
Eventually.
what was our
maybe.
first episode? October.
Bro, I'm not going to lie. I was. Quick announcement. GoldenBoys is now on YouTube.
Now on
Oh.
YouTube.
So we got it's audio only for now. We're working on the camera shit, but audio only on YouTube. I was working on that, and I kind of listened through some of the episodes, and I went back to episode 1. And the intro is literally someone Kaiser says something about Drew Brees, and I was like, "Who is that?"
Yeah. It's one of those where you're like, oh, well, we're not going to get anywhere.
Yeah, you're like, really?
Yeah.
Well, shout out. One thing I do want to say is because we're going to be kind of in the episode by now is shout out to a couple of the homies that said they ran through the whole catalog this week. They straight up said, well, we started from episode 1 all the way through. So they're current. So when this comes out, they're going to hear this.
Our average is 2 hours. I think our average is a little under 2 hours.
Mm-hmm.
But let's call it 2 hours. And this is episode 12.
Bro,
That's literally 22 hours of podcast have been released as of right now. Of us just talking about
Damn, insert some claps here.
Yeah, no, you know what I mean? Like that's a really cool thing, bro. Like,
yeah, we're about to hit a day of podcasts.
Me and Seth were just talking, like we were just brushing up on it right before we came here, bro. And it's like, man, we started this from like absolute nothing, like zero, you know. And it's like we still have a long and far way to go, I would say. Yeah. But with that being said, man, it's just like, dude, let's give ourselves a pat on the back, man. This is all a pretty cool thing that we get to do with each other, man.
Well, it's like it's a good
thing we're doing, yeah.
You know, that's what I'm saying. That's how I feel.
Not trying to toot our own horn, or because that's one thing. I think the reason why we're all, I think we all kind of mesh is because I think that we're all very giving, not taking type of people. Yeah. Like I really feel like literally all 5 of us. So I think we do need to stop sometimes and be like, damn, bro, like it's actually really good shit. It's like I woke up an hour and a half earlier than I did because the song dropped the night before. And I don't know, I'm listening to it, dude, and I'm kind of like, what the fuck? Like, Gold Mines is on Spotify.
Isn't that insane?
Bro, well, the first time it actually happened was the podcast. I sent
a screenshot of this,
bro. Like, what?
I sent a screenshot of this. I sent this screenshot right before I sent that the podcast was on YouTube. And no one reacted to the screenshot I sent. It was not today, me listening to it. And this is like 10:30 p.m. 10:53 p.m. the night before it dropped.
Go ahead. You're good. Go ahead.
Probably.
So this is because it dropped on Friday. So this is.
You're the reason why I knew it came out as early as it did, bro.
So it dropped at 10 o'clock. So he had it
Eastern.
He had it at Eastern.
Yeah, Eastern time. Yeah, I noticed how in the bio you put Pacific.
Yeah,
that's smart.
Yeah, because I feel like Mountain Time's a weird thing to put because
Mountain and Central are weird. You always notice it's going to be
East Coast or West Coast.
Actually, sorry, the most popular time zones just for whatever is East and Central. So you see people on TV. It's like 8 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. 7 p.m. or 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 p.m. Central, like that they break down.
Yeah, I just put Pacific. I don't know. I was just
I like that.
It was like in my brain. I was like,
because they're going to be the last ones, you know. So that's why I think it's tight. That's tight.
Yeah, and if I put like.
Because then it will go out to the whole country
people would
at the
be
same
like,
time.
have to Google like, what is
like,
this?
what the fuck is Mountain Time?
Like, bro, I literally have heard people be like, bro, there's no such thing as Mountain Time. What are you talking about?
Mountain Standard, dude.
And it's like, yeah, bro, we got our own time zone, son.
Yeah, we're like that.
We're different.
We're on the map, baby.
Dude, we're known for potatoes, and guess what? We're in one of the weirdest time zones in the country.
It's like Pacific time.
Like
absolutely.
Yeah.
No, the one thing I was gonna say is like off the topic of that I was saying earlier is I think that we were kind of talking about on the way over here is like I think that just with this song coming out, I was thinking as I was like, fuck, dude. I felt like it with the pod where I was like, well, every fucking, Sunday from here on out is going to be new shit. And at least I was like, dude, there's at least a dozen people that listen to every episode when it comes out.
Yeah.
Whether they listen to it during the week for work, whatever the fuck, right? We dropped this one song, and there's been a lot of love to it. But when these other songs actually get mastered,
there's so much music.
Pumping it out.
There's so much music, man.
I think there's going to be a lot of people that are listening to this and they listen to the music. They're going to be shocked at how much fucking shit we got.
Well, part of it, bro, is like that we're actually doing it. Like,
actively doing it.
Because like there's a lot of people, and even like shout outs to those people, bro, that want to do something. And I will say to this about everything is if you want to be creative, if you want to do anything like that, just fucking do it. Like, and that's how you get anywhere.
Yeah.
It's just, even if you think you're not going to like it, even if everybody tells you they don't, whatever, fuck those people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Create art, do something, draw a picture, make a song. hang out with your friends, go touch some fucking grass.
Well,
Just,
it's like,
seriously.
We have an artist in the building.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
Your boy?
Bro.
What does he do? Not like I'm not saying it in a bad way.
Motherfucker.
Oh, really?
Like he was like, "Yo, what do you think of this?" He's like, "I just was trying out."
Are you
this.
for real? For real?
He's like, "I was just trying out this abstract thing with charcoal," and I
This is your brother. This is Nathan. We're talking
yes,
about.
He's been in this house this entire time.
I stared at this picture for a solid 15 minutes.
Where's it at?
How much does he want for a logo?
You're gonna have to talk to him.
Hey, bro,
I don't know. I
come
don't
out
think
here.
he does stuff like that.
Modelo.
Even for like,
He's just recently gotten back into it.
Oh.
he just does like
okay. I'm
like,
not trying
This
to
is
pressure
perfect.
him.
This
he's
is
like in
perfect
different
for
styles and stuff
That's
like that.
cool.
See,
I rock with that. That's cool.
art. It's like how you said he just got back into it, kind of steps away from it for a little bit, kind of dabbles here and there. That's when you make your best shit.
Absolutely.
There was something in the water the last 2 weeks. I've kind of fizzled out a tad. But dude, just writing some of the shit, dude, and some of the lyrics I was coming up with, I'm like, dude, what?
Dude, sometimes you just gotta soak that up. Like I feel like all
Fucking shout out Blue, Red, Gianni, dude,
Taos.
all of them, dude. House. I was like,
yeah.
dude, what in the fuck,
bro. Like I literally feel like this. Where I feel like I've talked to Kaiser about this. Where like when I feel my most creative, man, I'm really pumping shit out when that's the case, you know. But like as an artist, or like you know, like and to call myself an artist, you know, like I feel like kind of bad sometimes even saying that because like I'm not a musician because I don't know how to play any instruments. I'm not like an artist. I'm not
a rapper.
I'm not a rapper.
That's what I hate is I'm not a rapper.
You know, I like being like I'm a writer.
You're a fucking troubadour,
because above all things, that's really what it is.
Somebody's like, you know, Setto. I'm like, yeah, he's that rapper guy, right?
That's what
bro. I have people come up to me sometimes, bro, and it's not even like you know, like I appreciate everything.
You're a rapper,
and it's like, dude, you're a really good rapper, and that's
you're
like
still stuck in high school, man.
Well, that's right. That's like a compliment. That's a compliment I don't take lightly. You know, like I'm always like,
it's kind of a backhanded compliment.
But that's and even
you're a rapper.
But that's not how people mean it a lot of the times. But that's how I feel because I'm like, man,
we don't get that feeling.
I'm a writer, bro. Like that's what I do is I write.
I'm glad you brought that up. That's actually what is the spectrum of music that we're on? You know?
Bro, like honestly, I think we're kind of like indie hip hop.
Hey,
almost.
by the way, a little interjection into
real.
this.
I
don't think we
hip-hop.
have said it yet. Go stream Not Today.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, shit.
Yeah, what the fuck? On Apple Music, Spotify, like what the fuck?
Shout out Bree for the cover too. There's actually
Bree.
a couple people actually said that who made the cover.
She made that here.
Is that supposed
made that
to look?
here.
Okay, I got a question.
Sure.
Which this can be cut out or whatever. It's just a question. Is it supposed to look like that, or is it not the right size?
I'm not sure. We would have to ask Bree. I think
getting
that is
edited out?
formatted.
Is this getting edited out?
It might.
This is what I think.
It just depends. But
We're just
like
asking.
the white border around it, is that intentional?
Oh, I
or
guess
is that,
this is off.
That's
topic.
what I'm trying to figure out.
This is off topic of that.
I think
my
it
bad,
is,
my
though.
fault.
I think it actually
I think it's
Okay.
supposed to be like that.
Yeah.
I think she did that did that like that.
Purposefully.
The reason I was
Well, the
asking
only
is
one we
'cause
would
when
know
I
is
was
Kaiser.
when I was doing the YouTube channel, I uploaded the picture and I didn't crop it properly.
Well,
and
Kaiser
there was
might
white
have-
borders around
That's
it.
gonna be okay. I
Kaiser
think.
might.
No,
have-
I changed it. I cropped it
Oh,
properly.
okay.
I made it right.
I was like,
but I was wondering if
even if you
that's,
didn't, it'd probably
like,
be
is it supposed to be like that? Like, is that the style of it, or is it? Just
I don't know.
Not,
That's a good
is
point.
it not,
I'm not really
like,
sure.
cropped properly.
Dude, she's so cold at that shit though. That's why I'm
Dude.
like, what I was gonna say
she's
is,
a really good-
I don't know if
she's
this is
a
gonna
really
get cut
good
out or not.
artist.
If it doesn't, it's fine.
Shout out to Bree
Dude.
too. No, like
I
Yeah,
feel
shout out
like
to Bree.
absolutely.
I feel like
Seriously.
we have
She's a great
an
artist.
avenue where it's like with her and you know even with him now it's like, dude, I got this idea. Just show me what you can do. Let's just see something.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
bro. And you know what the best
For
thing?
real,
You
bro,
know one
like,
of the
we
best
really
things that
could.
we're doing, fellas. One of the best things, and this was like a vision I've had like from the very jump, is we're keeping everything in house. We're doing. Oh, sorry,
you've been on that the whole time.
But dude,
You have.
we're keeping everything to the people that we love and care about and we see all the time, and we're making sure that they all eat. You know what I mean? Like we're really doing this with we're doing this all within the tribe, bro. We're doing it. We're keeping it all in house. And yeah, like me and you said, all right, we collab with dope artists, right?
Oh yeah.
Or like dope people come over, and it's not like they're not with us as much as we're with each other so much. It's like we're really doing this all together, man. Like as like a family unit, as a friend unit. Like we really handling it the best way that you can. And that's all I've wanted to do.
You've been about that the whole time.
And that's how you keep.
I didn't see it at first,
the quality,
bro.
man.
I really didn't see. I was like, dude. My thing was like with the beats thing. That's why I shout out fucking Yanni K. I was like, dude,
bro, that guy's a wizard.
I don't know if we have time to make quality fucking beats, bro. That's hard. Like, what the fuck?
And now he bangs out 2 a day.
Well, it started. We're in fucking.
Yeah,
we're in
Whoa,
Cody's.
now he literally makes 2 a day.
Shout out
Yeah,
Schlag.
dude,
We're at
okay.
Schlag's and he's making these beats, and I'm like, dude, what the fuck? Kaiser, not even 2 months later, 3 months later, gets into that. No, not even, bro. Took him like 2 weeks. I was like, dude, what?
Dude, he learned.
He's like, yo, what do you check this out? I made this.
I'm like,
we're like, what the fuck?
Where the fuck did this come from?
Yeah.
That's
Bro.
exactly how I thought.
So, shout out Yanni K.
Shout out Yanni, man.
He hit
You
me
sick
up with an
fucker.
idea. He said he'll bring his laptop
And make a beat.
and make a beat on the podcast.
That would be sick.
And then I threw onto it. I said, you make a beat on the podcast, and then at the end of the podcast, we'll all freestyle to it.
Oh, bro. That would be
shit.
fire.
Oh, dude.
This is
that's
cool.
That's a good idea.
This is
I
shit.
don't rap, so let's fucking go.
Bro, let's get it. That's
well,
cool.
this we could honestly bridge off to this topic is there's one idea that I haven't forgot about. Started at the Christmas special. You can fucking sing.
Yeah, I heard you had some
So-
pipes on you, Riley.
Not right now. I'm not gonna put you on the spot or anything because I think.
No, please, no.
please.
He's like, no flash photography.
We got to access that part because I think that like it would. There's gonna be people that are listening to the podcast and hear about you through the podcast first, right? You know what I'm saying? And I think if they hear you singing on a song after hearing you on a podcast first, I think just from hearing that and then hearing you sing, they're gonna be like, "Damn, there's something that's there's an unknown little quality to Golden Riot that we didn't know about."
Weapon X, baby.
No, for real.
You're
And
our Weapon X.
dude, I think it. You know, nowadays there's people that are winning Grammys that can't fucking sing for shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, let's just think because you hit some fucking not any type of notes. You were hitting some fucking Michael Bublé, bruh.
I can.
Like, homie.
I don't like to toot my own horn, but I.
Bro, I've heard you
Okay,
got
I
pipes,
grew up
man.
singing in church, bro.
That's why I was
My whole life.
dude. You're
Like, I
literally
was-
giving crumbs
Bro,
this entire time, dude.
I took piano lessons when I was like 6 years old, bro.
So you can
I
play the
have an
piano?
Ear for, no,
Oh,
I hated piano lessons.
okay.
But I have an ear for music. Like when I hear music, I can tell if it's flat or if it's sharp. Like I can tell if it's off.
Wait a second. You've played an instrument before in your life?
Brother.
You have a fucking understanding for music.
I can read music.
I'm like,
I've played piano.
Well, shut up. You, for real?
I can read music, yeah.
what have
I've
you
played
done with
piano.
Riley, dog?
I've played piano. I played the trumpet. I have a guitar in my room. I had an electric guitar when I was 16, and I would play Pour Some Sugar on Me by Def Leppard.
Shut the fuck up.
Hey, everybody stay
Swear
tuned.
to God.
Swear to God.
Everybody
What?
stay tuned.
Bro.
We're about to break
know how I learned
Riot
it?
out into
You know how I
some
learned
music
it?
here soon. Everybody stay tuned for that.
Rocksmith. There's a video game on the PS3. You hook your fucking electric guitar up USB into the PS3, and you play these songs, bro. And I learned Def Leppard on that.
Bro, what the fuck?
the fuck?
Wild,
I'm gonna be completely honest with you, man. I'm like,
bro. You didn't know I was musical?
That I was musical?
talk about it. No, that's not a cliffhanger, dude. That's a suspense has been building up through all these podcasts and us hanging out.
Riley's like, yeah, I went on tour with Def Leppard.
Bro, okay.
Here and there, the Michael Bublé was
so-
the cherry on
That's
top.
what
My problem is I've never like
That's
dedicated to get good at something.
No.
So, for example, if you hand me an instrument, I can figure out how to play it, and I will play a song. It might not be good, but you'll be like, "Yo, what the fuck? Do you know how to play that?" I'm be like, "No."
I'm gonna counter that.
I just
You
figured
know
out
what
how
you
to
haven't
play this.
had,
Yeah,
bro?
I just hear the notes, and I'm like, "Okay, that's," and then yeah.
You haven't been inspired in a long time with the music side of it. It's always been in you.
Were you forced to do it though? Maybe
I hated piano.
Oh,
lessons.
okay.
I hated piano lessons.
That's the thing.
And
man.
then I didn't
That's
like
a
them
good
when I was
question,
young.
actually.
And then when I got older, I started taking them again. But
How extensive was it? How far did you get in it with,
I never. So when
Kinda
I was
goes back to
young,
you were saying.
when I was young, it's like you're not doing anything intricate. It's all
Okay,
very basic.
okay.
And I was learning to read music basically at that point. And then I did it for like a year when I was like 6 years old. And then I didn't do it all throughout until I was like 14.
Really?
But I played the trumpet between then. And I played in band when I lived in Kansas in elementary school.
What the fuck?
Bro, shout out to you, man.
And
That's cool.
When I came back
shit.
here, I was forced to take piano lessons, but my piano teacher was going deaf.
Oh shit!
Isn't that like let's stop
sad.
there for a second. Have you like I don't even want to switch the topic too hard, but like the biggest folly ever. Like imagine being such a music lover or being somebody that did this one thing your whole life and you like
bro, and she had such
become
an ear for
blind
music,
or like deaf or
she
blind
was like
or
the
whatever.
most phenomenal piano player you'd ever hear. But it's like
But she was losing
for
her
me,
hearing.
a 14-year-old kid, and I play a song, and then that sounded off.
You're like, no, well,
And it's like,
it's not.
okay. And she's like, try it again. And I play the exact same thing. It still sounds off. And then the next week, it's like, I don't know. And then at one point, it's like, oh, that sounds really good.
Mm. And you're
And
playing
then
the
it's
exact
like,
same
yeah, I
shit.
don't know. And it's like, dude, I've been playing this one song, and you can't decide if I can play this one song for like 6 months now.
Right.
Like, let me learn something else.
Right.
And that's why I hated it.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I was just stuck.
Well, you seem like somebody to me, man. Like I really have a lot of respect for you because I can tell you're a really intelligent guy, and like, like I know that about you. You know, I can see it on you. Like you're really motivated, intelligent dude. So I think, man, like, you know, you need to have something really stimulating in your life. I think, and fuck, man, if you would have had a good piano teacher, man, you might be the next fucking Beethoven.
Bro, that's
or
why I
something.
enjoyed Rocksmith. Because you're playing on the PS3. It's like Rock Band, but with a real guitar.
See, that's tight.
And it tells
I've
you
never
what
even heard of
string, bro. I'll show you
heard
a
of
video
that.
afterwards.
Bet.
It tells you what strings, like literally you can learn to play the electric guitar from this.
That's wicked.
Which
man.
I kind of already learned how to do acoustic and strumming and like the chords and stuff. But then I started playing Rocksmith. I started learning the power chords, shit like that, and how to rock out. And then I started playing it in church, and then I got in trouble. And,
And then that's the end of that.
I still have an acoustic guitar. I need new strings for it.
Well, see, that's what, dude.
Put
Like
wrong
I
strings
had this girlfriend in high school, man, and she literally could play like 7 different instruments, like well. And like I'm there, you know, like, and I've loved making hip hop music my whole life, you know, or like since maybe I was like 11 or 12, starting writing and doing whatever. And it's like I still feel weird sometimes when I tell people I do music because it's like, do I do music? Or do I just like fucking...
You're a poet.
But say the thing that I wrote down onto something that has already been made by somebody else. You know, like I have a weird relationship with it. But then I run into people, man, that just like they could fucking pick up anything and play it. It's like, that's a musician to me.
That's a musician. Dave Grohl.
Yeah.
I think we talked about Dave Grohl.
But like somebody on that level, right? Like if you can, you just pick it up and you understand it.
But you're not necessarily... I mean... I guess it depends on the definition.
Like my only
I'm not a
instrument-
musician, dude. I don't even know. I don't even know what I am.
Does a musician use instruments? Because in that case, you're not a musician.
No, that's what I'm saying.
I write
You're an
rhymes
artist.
and I put it over an audio file.
That's what I feel weird about too, is like being even called an artist sometimes. Like I don't like, and that's why I don't like to refer to myself that way, is because maybe like I come up with like really like I don't think I'm an uncreative person. Like I think I can come up with these like really creative concepts and shit like that, you know, and put an idea that I have in black and white, like on paper through words. And that's my art. That's the form that I have that I help make art with. But it's like, dude, really, like if we're doing this, then Yanni's an artist because he's starting from scratch.
Oh no, absolutely.
With
He is creating something which would make him an artist
from scratch. You know, he's doing it all.
Right.
Like and Cody is somebody.
I would say I am not an artist because I record something and then edit something and then put it out. That's not art. That's just doing something.
But like art is also
Right?
subjective, right? So it's like how
somebody it's art,
how
you know?
we experience art, you know what I mean? Like I literally have one of my best friends, bro, Aaron Sloan. He literally like is in LA and he's like an art curator. Like he's one of the people that like actually like decide what's good or what's not or what's, you know, like he has a lot of pull in the art community out in like Los Angeles right now.
So then I have a question.
Sure.
Just maybe to spark some conversation. It's not like a yes or no. I mean, maybe you have a yes or no. But do you believe that, like anything, creativity is a muscle And even if you're not creative, you can work on being creative.
Absolutely. You couldn't have described that better, because that's exactly how I feel with all forms of art. Like you could take anybody, right? And if you never draw any pictures, right, or anything, you never even try to draw any pictures, you're going to be a shit drawer. Dude, probably. You're never going to be able to do it. The same thing, like, this is how I feel with, like, hip-hop music especially. And not because I have a distaste for it. I obviously love it with everything I got. But it's like, I think that anybody at any time can put the reps in to, like, making, like, a rap song or to doing anything like that. Like, I think even if you don't think that you're creative, I think that you could put enough reps in and then eventually become somebody that is creative, right? Because then you're putting new avenues in your brain.
It's the mindset that blocks you, because for example, for me, for the rap, it's like you have to put the reps in. So what that means for me is like I'm gonna have to keep going, but then it's like I'm not gonna just make a song. Like I'm gonna have to make a bad song.
You have to.
That's where my mindset is.
We all make bad songs.
That's what I like.
Dude, some of my first
Tony
stuff,
Hawk,
oh my God,
arguably knows how to fall better than he knows how to skateboard.
Sure, because he's fucking falling. How many times do you think he's fallen off a skateboard learning all this shit? Like, that's a great question, man, because that's exactly what it is. It's like you have to get on that horse, and like if you never get on a horse, you're never gonna learn how to ride a fucking horse. Like, if you don't draw, you don't go take, like, if you love photography and stuff like that, but you don't know how to get into it, just start going and taking pictures of shit.
Like, see the counter side of that shit.
Yeah, bro. Or if you love music, or if you love art, like you love that stuff. It's like, bro, like when you have like a free 20 minutes sometimes, which is like usually how I write all my stuff.
Mm-hmm.
No, that's a big thing too, because people started. I know you're trying to say something, but
no, I'm listening. I'm just listening.
People say, like, oh, I don't have the time, and it's like you don't have. 10 minutes?
No, you have the time.
Like, when you went and watched a 2-hour movie at the end of the day, like, you couldn't have, like, watched a 30-minute YouTube video on how to do something and, like, tried it out?
Bro, I catch myself doing that shit lately. Like, not that I'm unmotivated to make anything or unmotivated to write, but I catch myself wasting time in the dumbest ways lately, where I'm just like, dude, I could... That was a good throw too. That was a bad catch. But anyways, yeah, bro. Like I just catch myself wasting all this time, and I won't even necessarily say wasting time as much as like, man, I get these little bursts of being really creative, but sometimes, bro, I just have to take a break from it, or I get sick of it, and that you know, like I want to create when I feel creative, and even though that's the case, I really have been trying to force myself to create shit when I'm not feeling creative. Right. Because, you know, like, you never know. Like, sometimes, dude, sometimes I'll do it and I'll put a beat on or something and I don't feel like writing. I don't want to write, but I know that I probably should. Yeah. And then 10 minutes into it, man, I'm like, fucking, you know, that's how I just...
Well, it's like going to the gym. When you go to the gym, dude,
nobody wants to do it, or I think most people maybe.
I think Justin Waller. You know who that is? Yeah, he's a rich fucker. But his thing is, he said... some of the best gym sessions he ever has is when he doesn't want to go to the gym, and he forces himself, and he even tells himself, I'm just going to go play on my phone at the gym. And then he said, you go and you maybe hit a set and you play on your phone, and then you start looking around at all these people working, and you're like, bro, am I going to be the loser here just on Instagram the whole time?
Right.
And he said, and then you go hard, and then you dig deep, and then you get the best workout you've ever had because you weren't planning for it. Like, it just happened so naturally.
Right. Well, that's like the thing where like motivation follows action, not the other way around, right?
Yeah.
Like the majority of it is like, man, like when you're like, I have to go, like, for instance, this weekend, I have to go clean a chicken coop, like at my mom's house or whatever. And it's not like nobody's telling me to do it, but it's just like a thing that needs to be done.
Right.
And I'm around anyway. So I'm like, you know what I'm going to do? I said, Mom, I'm going to clean the coop out this weekend.
That's disgusting.
And it's gnarly nasty. It's just so gross. Yeah, it's so gross.
I'm not going to lie to you. You would think it's funny, bro. I'm 6'4", and I'm scared of chickens.
You're a big guy, man.
I do not like chickens, bro.
Well, chickens are like fucking prehistoric. They're mindless animals. They are.
Bro, chickens don't give a fuck.
You start walking around and then they like corner themselves and then they freak the fuck out when you get too close. Dude, it's like, bro, you're the dumbass who walked into that corner, bro. I'm just trying to do my thing.
Bro,
leave me the fuck alone.
My mom has
go to your pen and fucking eat some food or something.
My mom has 14 chickens, man,
it's too much, bro.
In her backyard. And literally these fuckers are so mean that she's got like 2 of every kind of chicken. You know what I mean? Like, they're all different, like, kinds of chickens or whatever. However, I don't even know. You know, there's a better way to say it. But there's these Dutch chickens, which have like, they're like black and then have like a bunch of feathers on the top of their head. Like it looks like they have like a hairdo on top of their head. And these other fucking chickens in the coop, dude, bully the absolute shit out of these chickens. Like you literally go, I swear, like I'm not even playing at
like,
all.
what's up with that hairdo, bro?
literally you go in the coop, bro, you go check the coop, and then these little Dutch chickens will run by you and like half the fucking feathers on the top of their head are all plucked out. Like, because these other chickens are fucking with them, dude. It's rough.
Yeah, that's
man.
wild.
Yeah, it's wild.
Now, to be clear, chickens make me feel uneasy, but I'm not scared of a chicken. If a chicken comes after me, I have no doubt in my mind that I will be eating that motherfucker for dinner.
Bro, we just had like the husky I have in my house. My mom literally went in there to go change the water and had the slightest little window to get in the coop and goes in there and kills one of the fucking chickens. And it's like, fuck, dude. But it's like, do you blame a dog for being a dog?
Oh, yeah,
fuck,
at that point.
you know what I mean?
Yeah.
If you're a dog and I see a chicken, it's like,
oh, yeah.
Yeah, I'm going to eat that fucker.
Oh, dude, speaking of dogs with animals, my little brother's dog, he lives in Mountain Home. His name is Creed. He's a little Jack Russell.
Sick name.
He, so Creed from The Office.
Oh my God.
Shout out Creed.
Shout out to Creed.
Yeah, and he's a little Jack Russell. He's so hyper. But he's like, they chase the squirrels in the backyard.
Sure.
Right? And they never get him. One time this motherfucker, he got a squirrel by the tail. But he's very like domesticated. So he freaked out and he didn't know what to do. So he just kind of let it go away. He's just kind of like, and then it left. And then he continued chasing it. Because he's like, I don't want to fuck with you.
Like,
I just want to chase you.
I never thought I was gonna catch you.
Yeah, just run again. I'm sorry, it won't happen again.
Oh my God.
He won't none of the dogs there will fuck with the squirrels. They will chase them all day, but they will not like actually get a hold of them.
But they're not trying to like. They're having fun just being out there, and the squirrels are being out there, and so, I totally understand. I have 3 big dogs at my mom's house right now.
Okay.
We have a golden retriever and like a mutt. I couldn't even say. He's like golden retriever, healer. It's hard to even pinpoint what the other one is. You know, they're both great dogs.
Nice.
Like my parents have these dogs like since they're born. Like this dog, dude, he could be anywhere, and I could just whistle one time, and this dog's like right on my hip.
Whistle right now. You said anywhere. You said anywhere.
Okay, give me a break. But no, like they're just really good dogs. And then now, dude, since like my uncle passed away and we have his husky, it's like this fucker, he's not a bad dog, but he just like, dude, he's very loving, he's cool, he's not aggressive, but if he has one little window to run away, he'll just run away.
Yeah.
And you can't catch him. You don't catch him. He just leaves. And it's just like, fuck, dude. It's like,
what can you do?
And he's like a 10-year-old husky. He'd never got trained right. So it's like, how mad do you get at this dog versus just like it's in his nature to just like leave or have a job or something to do, you know?
Yeah, my stepmom recently got like a farm dog. Mm-hmm. And she, I guess the dog she got has been inside. But before that dog, she ended up taking this dog, Buck, from the farm. Mm-hmm. And this dog lost his shit in her house. He was, because he's like 6 years old, never been inside. Like, what the fuck are we doing here? Can I go run somewhere?
Yeah.
Just uneasy. Like, every little noise, he's like, what the fuck is that? Dude, I have never seen a dog be so uncomfortable in my life. You let him outside, just running in the yard. That's all.
Just doing laps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But you got him inside, and he was just like, I'm not supposed to be in here. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, let me, get me out of here.
Yeah.
Like, just panic. Like, in the corner, hiding under things, behind things. Like, this is not right.
Well, that like feels like a cage to them if they're like outside dogs. You know, my grandparents have dogs like that. Like a dog named Gus, and he's like a Bernese Mountain Dog mix with something, but
he's a big dog.
But he's a big boy,
Oh,
and he's nice, you know. Like he'll come up to you, you know, and he'll let you give him love or whatever. But he's just lives outside in the New Mexico wilderness. Like that's just what he does, and he always comes back,
Bro,
and he
for
sleeps
real,
under the house.
That's the life.
Yeah, fuck yeah. I would love to be a dog in that environment. Just do whatever you wanted to do
Yeah, just chilling
all the time.
outside, bro.
Outside.
And you don't got to worry about anything because
they got to worry about mountain lions
You're
up there.
fed, you're given water, and you just are outside, bro.
You're just enjoying your entire life.
You just like, as long as I stay away from mountain lions, bro, I'm good.
Dude, they're up there. My
But
grandparents
those
have had
big ass
two
mountain
dogs,
dogs, bro, I feel like if like you get 3 of those bitches against a mountain lion, I feel like they might.
Dog, bro,
Oh,
no. They, you take a pack of hounds, dude, and you train them. You got to run for miles though to hunt a cougar, bro. Real shit. You want to watch the most interesting hunting videos? Watch that shit.
Hey, I'm going to hunt cougars tomorrow night in downtown Boise.
Sorry for being quiet, man.
You are a dog. What's going on?
Oh shit, I gotta piss.
My is
What happened?
my fucking
Oh yeah?
yeah. Shut out.
You just got that news right now?
Yeah,
Really?
yeah. Crazy.
I'm just playing.
Oh man, life is a trip. Life's a trip. But
Isn't it?
no. Cougars, man. Pumas.
I'm really trying to stay away from big cats as much as possible, though. I'm with you on that, Setto. That's like one of your biggest fears. You told us one time, and I'm really up there with you. Like I'm terrified.
It's just I know
running into like a jaguar or something.
they
or
always
like a
say that
mountain lion.
we're at the top of the food chain, but there's scenarios where you can drop a couple notches.
Well, bro, like when you're out in the wilderness too, it's like you're already not at
The
the
minute
top.
you walk,
If you don't have a gun on you, if you do not have a gun on you,
yeah, you're not at the top.
You're not at the top of the food chain.
The minute you're both your feet, or actually, we'll be realistic. The moment you're waist deep in the ocean,
you're not the top of the food chain
you're
anymore.
not. You have no say.
Yeah.
You're in their world. That's why I fucking hate the ocean too.
Bro, that's why I'm so scared of like going out on a boat or something. I don't necessarily mind being on a boat.
If we're on a lake, I'm fine.
A lake is cool.
Because I can see the other side.
But as long as I can see like a tree line or something like that, I really don't mind being on a boat. But it's the minute where we're like miles away from land.
Oh, dude, I went deep sea fishing in South Carolina.
And
Fuck
that sounds
that.
dope, but that sounds also like fucking terrifying to me. I don't know what
Dude,
it is.
You can't. Oh man, you're stuck on this small boat
In the middle of nowhere.
in the middle of nowhere. You can't see any land with a bunch of
I hate
strangers
this.
who are all throwing up around you.
I hate this.
And I'm the only one not seasick, and I'm just like, this sucks.
Yeah, that sounds like a
and it's
nightmare.
storming, and they have us in the bottom of this boat, like underneath.
While
and
a
it's like-
storm is going on?
Yes, like it's horrible. Like they're like, yeah, we might not be able to fish. Like we might have to go back to shore and refund. you
Yeah,
guys.
let's go back to shore.
And then all of a sudden, cleared up, and they're like, "You guys want to fish?" And we're like, I was the first one out the door. Like, yes, get me out of these people throwing up all around me. I gotta get the fuck out of here. And I went and just started
That was
fishing,
like
bro.
that. Like a bunch of people were seasick like that and all that.
Yeah, well, it's really bad when you get down into the boat like that, and all the
When you're
windows get
inside.
fogged up because it's so like there's so much humidity and stuff because it's like it's storming, bro.
Sure.
And you get that many people in there sweating and throwing up.
Fuck
And it's
that.
like the windows are fogged. You can't see the horizon.
Imagine being on the fucking Mayflower.
And when you can't see the horizon, you get more seasick.
Fuck that.
When you get seasick, they say look at the horizon. And if you can see the horizon,
it's all moving. Everything's moving.
well,
and-
if you can see the horizon flatten out, then it mellows you out.
yeah.
But if you can't and you're just like looking and like everything's moving, then you're like, it fucks up your balance.
All the water's all choppy and shit. That's like where sea legs comes from, right? Like if you get your sea legs.
Oh, dude, sea legs is not a joke. These motherfuckers.
That's what
like,
I've heard,
These
actually.
motherfuckers, like, this storm, bro, and people are like, they're like, don't stand up because you will, like, and this dude's just like walking around the boat and he's just like moving with the, and you're like, what the fuck? Dude?
Yeah. Or the guy that's like used to being out there.
Oh,
or
yeah, the
whatever.
guy, like, he, like, works on the boat.
Oh,
and
dude.
he's like, oh, you need a throw it bag over here.
I
You're like,
couldn't,
shit.
man. Like I literally just couldn't, man. Like being on an airplane is one thing because like being on an airplane to me, there's like some serenity in it in a way. Like especially if like a window seat. Like if I have a window seat on like a long, like a long plane ride or something, I'm chilling, dude.
Yeah.
I'll fucking take a nap and wake up and then look out the window and just be in the clouds. Like that's like a really serene thing for me. I like that. I like a lot. But like turbulence, like dude. Turbulence is something that still to this day freaks me the fuck out.
If it makes
No
you feel
matter
better,
how much
turbulence,
how light it is at all.
You know, turbulence is not going to cause a plane crash necessarily.
Yeah.
Like, because you got to think that motherfucker's going probably 700 miles an hour
In the air.
and it's that
Yeah.
heavy.
Yeah.
Like a little bit of like
you get hit
you gotta understand momentum.
Right.
Right. That fucking big ass thing that's that heavy going that fast. Little bit of wind that shakes it is not gonna like
alter the course,
fuck it up,
blow you
right? And
off.
like make
Yeah.
you spin and shit. Like,
Right.
Like if you're in a tiny plane and you hit a gust like that, okay, that's sketchy.
Yeah.
But dude, if you're like flying across the
you're on a
country and
757.
you're like, bro,
yeah, you're probably straight.
like, dude, we're more likely to die when this motherfucker that's half asleep tries to land this fucking thing than where we are from these.
Dude, that's what
turbulence.
freaks me out. Is I talked to people about this too, or like I've heard about this and then talked to people. It's like you are more likely to get fucked up on the takeoff and the landing than you are when you're fucking how
once
many
you're
thousand
in the air, literally all the stress is gone.
Yeah.
But people are the most stressed out in the air.
The landing too, man. You fuck up the landing. It's like, oh my god.
Oh,
but you're way more likely to get hit by some drunk motherfucker when you're out driving than you ever are getting in a plane crash.
I have gotten anxiety on planes in my life. This last time after the beginning of the year when I went to
North
see
Carolina,
my mom, South Carolina, yeah,
or South Carolina, my bad,
bro. I was like, it's whatever.
Yeah,
like this shit starts to take off, and I'm just like, okay,
well,
like, whatever.
We're either gonna die or we're not. That's kind of how I feel.
Well, it wasn't
about
even
that.
like that. Wasn't even thought in my head. Like,
oh, we're up now. Now we're in the air.
I had my Beats headphones on, and I was just like playing on my phone. Like, who cares? Like, I'm literally just traveling.
Yeah.
Like, it's a part of the process. Like, I don't know. It just clicked in my brain. Like, what's the point in being?
Dude,
like,
I get way more sketched out. Like, you ever driven on the highways in Vegas before? Like, you know what I mean? Like being on the roads out in Vegas. I get way more sketched out being in a vehicle. Being in like a really, or like Seattle's like that too.
Bro,
Seattle's mad.
I could tell a good Vegas story for the pod.
Let's do it.
So it was me. I'm not going to name of the other people involved.
Okay.
Because
he's like,
Saddam
Hussein.
I don't know that they want this information out there about them. Gavin was there. Shout out Gavin. Gavin, his name can be said. But we're traveling, right? So I was living in Texas at the time with my dad. Fuck. Bleep that out. Now you guys know who I'm talking about. But I'm going to bleep that out. Long story short, I ended up quitting my job and following them to Idaho. But we stopped in Vegas, okay? This is where the story gets interesting.
As
the
you
Vegas
should,
story.
yeah.
We stopped in Vegas. We were all 19, 20. We were too young to buy anything.
Sure.
Like,
you can go to a strip club.
We weren't looking for that. We were trying to get weed.
Oh.
Because it's recreational, and we were too young though. So we hit up this dude who used to live in Vegas, and he's like, "Yo, I got a guy that lives out there, bro." All right, hit him up. So we hit him up. We go hang out, get some food, driving around, like just driving around Vegas. Like, not even going to do anything. Just try, like, we got to go or we got to get this weed, right?
Mm-hmm.
And this dude, like 4.5 hours later, meets us at, like, this smoke shop that's, like, in this strip mall. Huge parking lot. I have no clue. And, like, we just ended up here, and this random sketchy dude meets us in the smoke shop. Like, we introduce ourselves to him.
Inside the smoke shop?
Inside the smoke shop. And then, like, we meet him in there. We buy wraps. And then he's like, all right, let's go. And we follow him to a park near his house.
Oh, my God.
Where he sells us weed. And we then proceed to smoke every single bit of the weed we bought in blunts. No shit. Like, we literally smoked like half an ounce in that park in blunts. And then we wasted like 7 hours in Vegas. And then we're like, all right, time to go to Idaho, dude.
Fuck. You guys just made a pit stop in Vegas to go buy weed?
For 7 hours, yes.
Oh, my God.
Yeah, that was wild, bro.
You guys are something else, man.
Oh, dude. I did some stupid shit when I was younger, bro. On that road trip, I wake up. All right.
Setto.
I was driving.
It's dead,
right?
bro.
Or I was sleeping because I drove the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
And pops in the driver's seat. And I fall asleep in his car. I'm in the passenger seat. He's in the driver's seat. This motherfucker, I wake up and look at him. He's got Instagram, like some chick shaking ass or something, in his hand on this phone. In his phone on this hand. Hand on the wheel. Straight up asleep.
Fuck that.
Just driving.
And I was like, I woke up and I was like, what the fuck? And he's like, immediately goes back to scrolling, bro. And I was like, nah, what the fuck, dude? And then so
let me out this fucking car.
No, I was like, bro, are you good? He's like, no, I'm good. And I started talking to him, making sure he's awake and stuff. And I was like, bro, Gavin is behind us driving my car alone. So we fucking call Gavin. He's like, I'm glad you guys called. I was falling asleep.
Oh
I was like, what the
God.
Bro, we were literally like 30 minutes away from Mountain Home. So it was like, what are we going to do? Stop
you guys are on
the highway?
Home stretch.
Yeah, we were right there. And it was like, fuck, we'll stay on the phone the rest of the time then.
Yeah.
Dude, that was sketchy as fuck.
No, that's crazy. It's crazy that you bring up that story because this is like a segue. I'm going to say something very similar. When I was like 19, I was with my buddies out here and we were partying and shit. And my homie had these fucking right?
Oh shit, okay.
So my homie had these my friend and he fucking like we it's like a Friday, whatever, you know, and we start off the night, we go to this party. As soon as we get to this party, everyone's got to go. And we go to another party. As soon as we get to this party, everyone's got to go. And it's like a caravan of the same people, basically, that are going from all these parties. Yeah. We end up at Table Rock, and this is like right as the sun's setting on like the beginning of like not August, maybe the beginning of
up on Table Rock,
the July or something. And my fucking friend Brad, he calls me Dow Daddy, and he's like, hey Dow Daddy, he's like, open up your mouth. And I say, open up my mouth, and he fucking drops the right on my tongue. Oh shit! And we're with like it's me. The homie bleep these out too. The homie and
here we go. All right.
And this dude and dude, and so we fucking take these dude, and all of us take them at the same time, and we're fucking rolling, dude, having a blast. We're bouncing from these fucking parties with the same group of people, like I'm telling you, mind you. Yeah. And we're just going to these like it's like crazy party. It's just wild. Like it would be wild.
It's like a movie.
It would be wild without the but we're all frying our dicks off. Like I'm frying so hard. Dude. We're at the second party, right? We just get there, and I just take a shot with the owner of the house, and then, hey, Dow Daddy, open up your mouth. And because he drops another one right on my tongue, dude. And so like this, like we're sitting at like 9:30, 10 right now. You know, like the night is just starting.
Oh, that was. No, it hasn't even.
It's
you're
just
not
starting, yeah.
Like we'll talk about starting at 7, 8 o'clock in the morning.
We're fucking in for it, dude. And so we go to like another 2 parties later. The same thing. He's like, "Hey, Dow Daddy, come here, buddy." Third one. We all are on 3 fucking deep, okay? And then we go to this last party, whatever. We just have a blast. We have so much fucking fun at these parties this night, okay? We get in the car to go home. It's like 1 a.m. Okay, it's not even that late, respectively, from what we've been doing. Right. And we go back to this dude's house, dude, and he fucking like misses his turn, whips the U. I got weed in my pocket. It's just like such a
that's fucked. Yeah.
I got like fucking. There's drugs in the car. I'm fucking on tripping my dick off. And dude, seriously. And then we get on the highway. We're going back to fucking house. So we're heading towards. We're going west. So like on I-84.
Oh fuck.
We're going west on I-84, dude. And I was like, hey bro, I want to show you guys this song. And it's like this EDM, like this house song.
Right, yeah.
And we play it over the Bluetooth of the car. And it's like so serene that we all go to sleep. We all pass out in the car, including and we wake up and wake up and we fucking are like drifting, have to park the fucking car, and we all just look at each other like, dude, we gotta get it. So we play some different music. We get to the house, and right when we pull up, we park the car, you know, and we're all in like our own little worlds.
Oh yeah,
while we're going to house, and then we step out of the car, or like, you know, when the light comes on in the car when you park or whatever, getting out, and we all just look at each other like, this shit hasn't even fucking hit us
like somebody
yet.
Play that song again,
dude. And we had the craziest time, but it was so crazy because we all went to sleep at like the same fucking time. Like this song was like a lullaby, put us all out, and we almost died because I played a fucking house song on our way back from this party. It was a fun time.
I like stories like that because I haven't dabbled in that kind of things.
You're not missing out on nothing.
6 years.
Yeah, I don't.
That's been a while.
I definitely don't take.
No, yeah, me either. Yeah. No, I did though. I went through a phase for sure.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah. I think it's healthy at one point.
Yeah.
You could call it that. I don't know.
No, it was not a good phase of my life, but I had a good time.
Well, as long as you made it out on the other side, man,
Yeah.
you know?
I almost died, but I don't want to. I'm not ready to tell that on the pod.
That's all right.
But
No one can blame you for that. Setto, you got any crazy stories like that for
Setto,
us?
what's up, bro? You've been quiet for a minute. You good, dude?
Oh no, I'm good. Yeah, no,
You just
I'm
found
good.
out his
Oh shit.
Yeah, so it's just a lot taking it in. I'm just saying this last thing.
That I was gonna say something like make a joke, but I guess this is a real thing. That
Yeah,
like
this
good.
this
That's
is
that's
this is a beautiful thing,
yeah.
man.
Congrats.
Shout out, man. Shout out everybody that fucking.
Shout out to unprotected sex, right?
Dude, I was just thinking that shit. Did your parents plan to have you?
Probably.
Oh. Makes one of us, I think.
Yeah.
Seth, do you think that your mom and your pops meant to have you, or do you think you were an accident?
He's an only child.
No comment.
They're like,
I was for real an
fuck.
accident. I
And
know
then,
that.
Then he came out and they're like, we wanted a girl. We're not trying again.
Oh, word? Oh.
I'm just fucking with.
No, man. I don't. Fucking yeah. My bad, man. The last fucking 20 minutes, dude. It was just
He's like a
tripping
stork
out.
dropped me off on the
Tripping
doorstep.
You're cool,
I
bro.
didn't have an option.
Life is crazy like that, man.
yeah, dude.
That's
It's
crazy,
a trip. It's honestly a trip, man. It's a good trip though. You know. But yeah, I was gonna say fucking. You asked me a question. Crazy story.
Yeah. I feel
I
like we
got,
both just shared some crazy stuff.
I got a crazy story.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to have a lot of bleeps. Am I gonna have to bleep anything?
No, I'm not gonna say any
'Cause I'm gonna
names.
remember the time.
I just want the names
I don't
on
name.
mine.
I
I
don't
just want the
name drop.
names.
Yeah,
I don't name
yeah.
drop, guys. Just kidding.
Stop it.
No, real shit though. It's hard not to name drop, but okay.
I knew you had something.
So I have my
fucker.
homie.
He's like,
So-
haha, and then just names a name right off the bat.
So we were, you know, probably fucking like 18, 19, and we are at like a town outside, like 20 minutes outside of where we live, where I grew up, and they used to have fucking kick-ass fucking parties down there. Well, shout out to anybody that listens to this and they hear it and they know what I'm talking about. Well, there was this one particular fucking fat party, bro. Just like these where we come from, man. I mean, kickbacks and stuff are usually the norm, you know. A lot of house parties and stuff. There was ever any house parties in high school, it got popped. You know, the cops are gonna be there.
Right, yeah. Small town.
Well, I do have two stories actually. Sorry. So this one story though is quick. Is there's a fat party, kick ass time. I'm fucking hammered. Shout out to the homie that was DD.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And cops
Goodness, we don't
come.
have
The cops
video.
pull up at the crib. All these fucking people are running out of this fucking house, dude. And I'm like scrambling around. I'm like, dude, where's my bleep this out? Where's my of whatever? So I'm like fucking chilling, dude. I put this fucking shit in my whatever. I don't care, dude. I had
he said,
okay. You still gotta
bleep
bleep this shit out.
Bleep this
Come
out.
on.
Where's
I had a
like
bag
he's
of weed.
about to be like,
I
yeah,
probably
where's
had-
my
I
he's like,
probably
oh, where's
had-
my
about my of bleep. People fucking interpret it
Oh,
as
bro.
fucking.
Yeah.
I
No.
bleep out
No, yeah,
It's
yeah.
just like
yeah.
my
Oh my god.
No, my bad. Hold on. So I probably had like a little under, probably like, well, I probably had a, let's say,
Okay.
because you used to walk, I didn't always walk around like crazy just for the reason of you never know, you
Right.
know?
Right.
So I got my bag. I found my. I'd put it by this like bench set that was in this garage or whatever the fuck. I grabbed. All these cops are fucking popping fools with shit. MICs, blah 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 blah. I'm in this bathroom, bro, tucked in this back of this fucking thing, dude. And I'm like, this window is above me. It's like a shop bathroom.
Uh-huh.
It's flashlights, dude, like patrol light type shit, just coming through this window, dude. And I'm like, I was smaller than I am now, obviously. So I'm like tucking, dude. I'm getting cobwebs in my face and shit, just chilling, you know. Good hour and a half, dude. And I'm fucking, people are blowing me up, dude. Where are you? Where are you? Whatever, fuck. Cops end up leaving, whatever. Well, a couple of the homies had to wait for their parents to come pick them up and shit, you
Yeah.
know, whatever. They end up leaving, whatever. So we go. It's fucking like pretty late. It's definitely well past at least 1 or 2, right? So we're driving and, yeah, I'm gonna say no names, whatever. But we're cruising and like I said, I'm fucked up, and I'm like looking, dude, at the road, and we're going, highway speed,
90, 100.
No, I'm probably, normal, like cruise control, probably 70. Be real.
Okay.
And I'm sitting there and I'm looking and I'm like, we're kind of drifting to the right here in my head. And there's no turn coming up. So I look over, dude. Homeboy is in the cockpit, fucking
snoozing
with a grin on his face, dog. Just like,
he just accepted it.
I'm like, oh, fuck. So I, grab the wheel or whatever. I'm like, hey, bro, hey. And he's like, oh, fuck, dude. He's like, like that kind of like, you're kind of coming to and you're like waking up. Awkward silence for a little bit. I'm like, bro, you're good, dude. You're fine, bro. Like, obviously, it could have been way fucking worse,
Oh, shit.
But the shit that was funny is we're cruising and it's so calm, and it just starts drifting to the right, and I just like look over. Oh fuck, There was
You're all looking out the window and shit.
So there was another one.
I think we're drifting to the right.
I think I think we're beginning to drift to the right.
We're starting to drift here a little bit, dude. Shout out to the people that know the butchered story. Anyway, another one I don't want to say that's funny as fuck is well, you know what? No, probably shouldn't get into that one. Actually, the more I'm thinking about how that story goes,
We could talk about this off.
yeah, we'll talk about that one off camera now that I'm thinking about it.
Hey, I got a topic
yeah,
for
go
us,
ahead.
so, have you guys seen? See, I know that you guys know about this. Well, I hope. Avatar: The Last Airbender. Did you watch it when you were a kid? Did you watch it when you were a kid? Right? The animated?
Yeah, only 7 times.
I didn't really get into it.
I've only watched it 7 times all the way through.
This will be me and you, Red.
All right.
So I have a screenshot here that I took for this podcast. Avatar: The Last Airbender. 2024, Season 1. First episode date, February 22nd, 2024.
Oh, bro.
Live action.
Dude, I've been...
On Netflix.
Oh, I know about this.
You know about this?
Oh, I've been knowing about this.
Oh, you know about this? You probably know more than I do then.
Oh, brother. You just found this out?
Yeah, like yesterday.
Bro, check out the casting on that. Because did you watch the live action movie they did 10 years ago?
Horrible.
Dog shit.
Yeah,
It should have never been made.
Yeah.
They fucked everybody's names up. Hey, whoever, I don't know who made that, but if you ever hear this or whatever, fuck you. And I hate you for almost ruining my childhood show.
Damn.
Yeah, I feel that strongly about that.
The subtle, damn.
But no, for real, look at the casting of how they're casting the characters in this new one, and you're like, oh, why wasn't this ever the case? Like, look at who they casted for Uncle Iroh.
You want to look it up right now,
bro? Just look at it, and it makes so much sense. Like, it just looks good. The dude that they got playing Aang looks like he's gonna be a killer Aang, and I feel like they're gonna do this right. So like they're gonna do it just like the cartoon, right? Where like book 1 is water, earth, fire. Like I think every season they're gonna do it.
Yeah, I think they're doing it more like the cartoon. Yeah, I think it's gonna be fire.
I think it's gonna be good. I think it's gonna be. Look who they got to play Fire Lord Ozai, bro. Fucking wicked. Like it just the casting on it looks incredible. The way that these people are handling it is great, and I think the OGs that made the cartoon, like the main producers of it, I think they are directly overseeing the entire process.
Bro, real quick, I'm so fucking sorry. My bad. I'm behind on this. Since this is coming out Sunday, you're gonna please edit out talking about. It's not public knowledge. I know that's going to be hard, bro. I'm sorry.
Dude just brought it up again after he said,
no,
you gotta cut it out.
The reason I'm...
Okay, just stop talking about it. We can talk about it after, but I got you. Okay. Yeah, don't say that again.
You're fine.
Don't
Setto.
say that again that I have to cut out.
You're fine.
You're good. So, yeah, I don't know any of these people, to be honest with you.
Bro, I'm just telling you that the way that they casted this is so
bro.
perfect. It's perfect. I'm glad you brought it up because did you ever watch like Legend of Korra?
Yeah.
I never watched those.
I never finished it.
Never watched any of those.
It was I think I just watched the first season.
Yeah.
It was all right.
I heard it's good. There's people that say that's better than Avatar: The Last Airbender.
Yeah, that's blasphemy.
And I said,
Don't
doubt
say that.
it.
Don't
yeah.
say that to my face.
What's good cartoon?
How fucking dare you?
Do you watch anime, Riley?
A little bit.
What anime do you watch?
I don't actively watch anime, but when I find a good anime that gets me, like the most recent one I really got into is Death Note.
I think
Death
we
Note's a
talked
sick
about this,
one.
didn't we?
Death-
Didn't we talk
Yeah, I
about
tried
this?
to explain Death Note to Kaiser and Seth, and they were both like, "I don't know what the fuck you're
Death
talking
Note's
about."
dope. You know what one I think you would
Dude,
like a lot?
in depth.
I think you would like Attack on Titan a lot.
I started watching it when I was younger, but the person I was watching it with liked watching it in Japanese with the subtitles, and
That shit drives me nuts.
I mean, I can do it now, but when I was 13, 14, I was like, bro, what is this?
I hate watching shows with the language and the English subtitles. I fucking can't stand
I
it.
actually though, like when I watch normal shows, like in English, like normal English shows, I have the subtitles on anyway. I'm one of them.
Oh yeah,
Problem
no,
with-
I have to have the subtitles.
So the
I'm one of
problem
those.
with
Yeah, that's
dubbed-
weird, though.
The problem with dubbed anime though is the subtitles
don't always match.
don't always match.
Yeah.
Even if you watch it in English,
Sure.
the words they say don't match the
Well,
subtitles.
that's a big problem with translation in general with any language with English subtitles is because our dialect is different or what's fucking weird that we're saying this, we're talking about this is I literally just seen a video. This is a simulation. I just seen a video about this fucking 3 days ago. Like 2-3 days ago. A lot of people there's a show that came out the cannibals and fucking the plane that crashes in the Andes with the Brazilian soccer team or whatever the fuck. They crash.
Oh,
and
Snow Society.
Yeah, they have to
Is
eat
that what you're
each
talking
other.
about?
It's about the soccer. I don't know what the show's called.
I think it's
but
called Snow
There's
Society.
a lot of butchered convo in it, and he talked about it on this video I watched. So I think that's with everything. Is I think that it might be just I always say like it's hard for people to know or learn English because there's so much like sarcasm's not in every language.
English has
Right.
weird rules.
You know, so it's like a lot of people struggle with that, like English-based shows, reading subtitles to, listening to it a different language like that. Like sarcasm's hard to pick up. It's very bland. They don't necessarily understand it in a sense,
Yeah.
So that's weird you said that. I was just thinking about that. My bad.
No, language is weird, bro.
You guys were talking about anime though. That's my bad. I was fucking.
No, I didn't
yeah.
have much more to say about it.
Yeah, you said-
I'm not a huge anime.
I was more just
Oh.
curious more than anything. Yeah, because I know a lot of people aren't. I'm not like, and I'm not gonna pretend.
No, if I find a good one, I'll be like, yeah, like
not
Death
gonna-
Note, dude.
Death Note's a great
I'll nerd out over
show.
some Death Note,
yeah,
bro.
Death Note's an awesome show.
Because it's just like, dude, I've already talked about this on this podcast. I won't talk about it again.
It's all good.
Death Note's awesome, though.
It's all good. Death
But-
Note's sick.
Dude, we talked about Harry Potter in like 18 of the 18 episodes we
Harry
fucking
Potter's
made.
dope, dude. I don't give a fuck.
Yeah, if you're listening to this, they're like, there's not 18 episodes. There are 18 episodes.
Yeah,
Just in the
of them are
vault.
ever-
you just not.
There's
up on
many
Me.
of them that will never be released.
You ain't up on this, man.
All right, let's see. I got a couple more topics here we can get through.
Let's do it.
Do you guys know who Aiden Ross is?
I do.
Oh yeah, of course.
You talking about that new shit with Cardi and all that, or what?
This dude has had a week. He got scammed twice this week.
21 did it.
21 Savage
21.
marked the cards.
They're
and
cool
then-
now though.
Yeah, but 21 Savage scammed him.
His homie Mark the cards.
Oh yeah. But he was in on it. Like he was obviously looking for the marks.
He might be doing this on purpose though, but like
Oh, yeah.
Aiden, this is like the greatest
Oh, dude, the
marketing for
Playboy
him.
Cardi shit.
Bro, you know what's so funny about that is because like, dude, have you ever met a fucking Playboy Cardi stan before? Like
No.
a dude that's like, oh, dude, you don't understand. Like literally, Cardi is like better than Tupac. And
Dude,
it's like,
I
there's,
honestly,
there's people that believe that
if
shit.
you played Playboy Cardi's top 5 songs, I don't think I would know any of them.
Well, I know one song by him that like I don't, like it's not one of my favorite songs ever by any means,
Right.
but I like it. It's fine. But it's like there's people that are like Cardi drops the most ridiculous fucking music ever, and then there's people being like, yeah, you know what? This guy better than Nipsey Hussle. This guy's better than Tupac, Biggie. Like you guys just don't see it. And he's just like tries so hard to have like this image of being like a weirdo. And
So,
it's just like, dude.
Apparently through this, Setto, do you know about this? Aiden Ross paid Playboy Cardi $2 million in cash.
But see, this Playboy...
And a Ferrari.
And a Ferrari, and dude just dipped.
The thing that's crazy is that's play money to homeboy. People don't understand that.
Aiden Ross.
Dude, he owns 30% of Kick, dude.
Oh, it's play money for both of them, absolutely.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
I heard that. I'm like, dude, what?
Yeah.
Oh, no, yeah.
But 30% of Kick?
Yeah,
Dog.
Aiden Ross
Going back to all that, too.
ridiculous.
I seen, like, you seen the video after where he, like... I don't know exactly how he did it.
Soldier Boy called him after and was like, hey, bro, you good?
He got all the money back and all that, and then Cardi's literally asking Aiden Ross for like $50,000 so he could fucking leave.
No, he was asking. No, he was asking to take the private jet
Or the jet or
Aiden paid for a
something.
jet, and then he's like, well, we're gonna take it back. He's like, no, fuck no.
Yeah.
I ain't paying. No, he ain't going back. No way. No.
Figure it out.
So I think there's a lot of. That's what I think is. That's what the whole thing is like. I'm not saying.
No,
preferences
definitely could be fake.
I'm not saying this.
But and if it is, this is kind of like a good thing. Aiden Ross is
Oh, dude, it's a publicity stunt. If you have
Absolutely.
$2 million to
No,
throw
no.
around, who's not throwing it
I
around,
was.
bro?
I wasn't gonna say that. I think that I would think that that's real. I'm saying that
I thought that's where you're going.
if it ever gets to a point where we reach a certain level of quote unquote fame, that's the shit that I'm gonna hate the most. To be completely honest,
is what?
I know
People
that's
stealing $2 million from you.
no.
Yeah, what exactly though?
That's why I think it's like it's kind of stupid that I want to put out music in a sense. Is I don't know, man. I just think a lot comes with fame where you just a lot of people look miserable, man.
I would hate to be famous. Like, you know where like J. Cole's at? And J. Cole's obviously famous, so this might not be the best thing, but like
I want to be walked down the street and not anybody recognize you famous.
But that's like a C-list celebrity or like a B-list celebrity. Like a B-list celebrity, I think is.
I just want people to listen to my music
is when
and
you're
like it,
dude. If I seen Michael Bublé,
okay.
if I
Oh,
seen him at a coffee shop, I wouldn't even fucking know that's him.
This is
I wouldn't
a
even.
conversation. So
Oh,
this
shit.
is
Looks
this
like a
is
normal dude.
conversation.
Oh, that's a good point.
This is actually something I've been thinking about this week. Is that everybody, when they look at like social media or like successful people, right? They always look at the people at the top,
Yeah.
right? But what about the people in the middle? Bro, there's people on YouTube that have maybe 1 million subscribers, which if you in
Which
the
is
grand scheme of things
crazy.
it's a lot, but it's not that much in the grand scheme of things of how
How
big
people are
some
on the
channels
platform,
are.
Yeah.
But these people make $150,000 a year off that.
Mm-hmm.
And you're just
Sign
like,
me up.
and that's not even that much. Like
Mm-hmm.
because brand deals, shit like that, affiliate marketing, dude. I've been looking into. You guys want to get on some real shit?
Yeah, let's do it.
Setto, every podcast, you say towards the end, you say we're all in the rat race,
Yeah.
and I this week have made it a point. My goal is to get out of the fucking rat race.
Fuck, I've been saying it
And I have
for a
been,
minute, bro.
Bro, I've been doing some shit this week. I don't know what happened. I had this mindset. I was like, I feel like I'm wasting time when I get off work playing video games, watching TV. I've not played video games all week. Every day I've come home and got on my computer and worked, tried to do something new, tried to build something new, figure out how to make money somewhere. Bro,
That's badass, man.
I'm on my grind set. Like, this shit's about to happen, bro.
It's
You know why I
call it
I'm
the
going to be
rat
making
race?
$dollars a month by the end of this year.
Bro. And
Come again?
How good of a place would that put you in, man? Like
You
making
could quit.
a month even right now?
Yeah, and it's obviously it's going to be a lot of work, but it's like I have figured out things that I can do to get there. And obviously it's not like set in stone, but it's a grind and it's a mindset, and it's
Fuck
like
yeah.
You look over, I'm carving in stone what you said. I'm like,
right? Oh, it's set in stone now, son.
That's
No.
badass, man.
No, but it's just some goals I've been
Good
like,
shit,
because
dude.
like we're young and it's like what are we doing, bro? Like at the end
I
of the day,
ask myself
I
that
understand we're
question all the
doing
time.
we're making some shit happen, but it's like when we're
Kaiser's
example,
gonna be
for
mad
my
he's not
job-
in this conversation
for my job,
sure.
I have a decent job. I work for a decent company. I have decent managers above me. But it's like, how high up
At
can
what
I
cost?
go? How high up can I go?
Right.
Where's my limit? I'm almost there.
For what it's worth.
I'm 25 years old. I'm almost there. And it's like, do I want to be one of these guys that's in this industry for 25 years and I make $5 more an hour in 20 years. Like, fuck no,
that.
dude.
I've seen this depressing
I'm trying
video.
to get the fuck out of this rat race, and I'm trying to. I mean, it's kind of a fucked up analogy, but you're either in the rat race or you're watching the rat race.
You're either in it or you're working it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, exactly.
That's not fucked up. That's literally the cards
how
are
it
dealt.
No, I mean, but like from being in it, looking out,
It's eat or be eaten, dude.
It's kind of fucked
There's
up.
no
but
way
it's like,
to. There's no way to put it any other way.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and it's like
It's
you
unfortunate.
gotta get the fuck out of it.
You gotta do what the uncomfortable people won't ever do. You know. Seen this fucked up video. Dude that worked in a fucking shop for 30 years, 30 fucking years of his life. He goes and clocks out for the last time, and one of the dudes was recording it. They brought a pizza that he didn't even get to eat because other people fucking ate it. He's looking around when he's clocking out, seeing if maybe somebody's gonna come up and give him a hug or whatever the fuck. One dude comes up, pats him on the back, and this dude walks out, and he's like looking around as he's walking out, like that's gonna happen at some point.
Absolutely.
You know? And the reason I call it the rat race, dude, is because it's literally what it is, dude. We're just fucking going in circles.
Yeah.
And you look at it, what we're trained to do. I say trained because I think that's literally what it is. We're trained to hate Monday, get excited
absolutely.
in the middle, get excited by Wednesday or Thursday, fuck off Friday because tomorrow's what you work for is a Saturday, Sunday. The people that are 9 to 5, like unfortunately we are, you work for an end goal to get from Monday to Friday, live for Saturday, and hate yourself Sunday night because you go back, you got to do it again.
Ain't that the fucking truth?
Nah.
It's literally, you're literally working for a full 24 hours and let's say 12 of another day. If you work a 9 to 5 with life after work, you know, like you said, what are you doing in those 2-3 hours, whatever? I'm going to go on a little tangent here because I think it's beneficial to the topic you're talking about. I was just moving my cousin out last Saturday. And there was a guy that was helping us move. Shout out to you, bro. I can't remember your fucking name. I'm bad at names.
The masked
Shout
mover.
you out.
Master mover.
The
bro.
masked mover.
No.
masked
What I
Yeah,
fucked
yeah.
with, is he wasn't, you know, he was moving stuff, you know, but he was chilling in between. You know, he wasn't like, let's get this shit fucking done. You know, it was like, well, let's chill. You know, we can bullshit, cut it up, we get to know each other. We're gonna be here for a minute, so fuck it. He said, you know what separates? This guy went out and I was talking about you with the book you're reading
Okay.
about the 90 people, different people, whatever, how they talk.
Yeah.
He said that, no, he's like, you want to see a trippier shit. He doubled me up. It's either a audio book or a book.
If it's an audiobook, it's probably also a book.
No, he said it's like it's like I'll say a TED Talk.
Okay.
Fuck it, we'll just call it a TED Talk, whatever, because it's a speech.
Let's call it a TED Talk.
So this guy basically says is after his studying of going around in Fortune 500 companies and blah, 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 finding out things about people is what separates the 1% from the 99%, whatever the fuck it is
I feel like I know exactly
is
what you're about
3
to say.
hours. Is 3 hours.
That's not what I thought you were going to say at all.
No, just think about that though. Is 3 hours every day. Or let's say 3 hours every 5 days a week. You still enjoy your Saturday and Sunday that you work so hard for with little compensation.
Right.
You know, you take 3 hours, 15 hours a week, 5 days. That's 60 hours in a month. If you did that in that month time frame of what you do at that time, supposedly, he says it's proven, you will learn a whole new skill.
Oh,
Whether
absolutely.
3 hours is dedicated to reading a book, some type of course, learning about somebody, the benefits from it are endless. I know a lot of people that listen to this podcast that are in the rat race as well. And I hope that they look at this topic as like a way of us kind of just relating in a way, because we do the same thing.
We're in the same
We're
Bro,
in
boat.
the
that's
same fucking
actually,
boat.
We're
I'm
literally in
glad
the
you
same
said,
boat.
so 3 hours, you said 60 hours a month.
Yeah.
So you're looking at 17 months puts you at that 1,000 hours.
What,
Which would put you at like you're adept in something.
You would
Like you.
What's
understand.
that called? What's that called, bro? You have X amount of hours to get. Fuck, bro. There's a name for it, dude.
Because I would say 1,000 hours is not mastery. That's like the 10,000 hour thing.
10,000
that
hours,
name, that
but
avid
adept.
No,
Avid.
A
If you're an
there's
avid,
steps. There's like steps to that. What you're on though,
like an apprentice.
yeah,
journeyman.
There's a name. There's a name for that. It's like that.
Right.
That fucking thing I'm looking for. But 1,000 hours, fuck,
right.
bro.
You can learn a new language.
You could learn a couple. You know, I just seen a thing about this. I listened to this podcast about, it's called Things That You Should Know. And I listened to this whole like hour and a half thing about Esperanto. Have you ever heard about this? Esperanto is a language that, some dude just made up. And a couple cool things about it is that it doesn't take that much time to learn. It's a language that never breaks its own rules. There's like certain levels to this shit, right? But it's basically like a language. It's made to be a universal, like a world language, and it's supposed to be something that everybody can like. It's pretty easy to learn. Like if you're a native English
Can
speaker,
you get fluent in Esperanto?
absolutely, yeah,
Whoa,
you can.
fuck.
And some people that know it are like, it's a crazy. I could show you this later, but there's a bunch of people that know this language. But it was created by some fucking guy. Never breaks its own rules. And if you're a native English speaker, the average time to learn it is about 20 class hours. And whereas at like English or German, or not English, but French or German or something like that, it's about 200.
Takes 200 hours.
It's about 200 hours on average to learn a language. I'm sure if you're learning like Mandarin or something,
My
it's
problem
more.
with
They said
this
Spanish.
Esperanto is what it's called.
is that this is my first time hearing about it.
Mm-hmm.
So, do you know how many people I've run into that don't speak English but they speak Spanish?
Sure.
So if I was gonna
Yeah.
learn another language,
No. I'm not saying.
like
I'm not
if
saying
I was like, oh yeah, I know like 4 languages. Oh, Esperanto, might as well throw it in the bag,
Dog,
right?
I
But
took
that
Spanish
makes sense, but it's
once,
like, bro,
twice
like,
in high school.
there's
Fucking
other
ridiculous.
languages that's
How
like,
many times you're gonna run into people that are speaking Esperanto? Probably not that often. But all I was saying,
we're just having a conversation Esperanto. Somebody walks up and they're like, you know,
but like that's what I'm saying is like it's the reason why I bring it up is because it takes 20 hours to learn that fucking language. It's like
that's weird.
Yeah, it literally takes 20 hours to learn it.
I'm gonna look it up.
You should-
I'm gonna
you should
listen to
look
someone
into it.
talking in that language.
You should
I wanna see what it sounds
learn
like.
it, dude. Like you should literally check out. I'll send you the
You
podcast.
should learn. No, I'm not gonna learn it.
You should
brother.
learn it, dude.
I'm gonna learn Spanish.
how are
if
we
I'm
doing?
learning
Next
that
next week, me and
How
you
we
just
doing on
speak
time?
Esperanto.
language. We got about 25, 30 minutes.
Okay.
20. I mean,
I want to
however much,
leave
bro.
this
We
topic
can,
of
we can run it short.
what I
We can run
said
it long.
just a minute ago is with that 3 hours thing is like
Yeah.
we all fucking we all struggle with getting caught up in hobbies that aren't beneficial, you know. And there was you guys were talking earlier. I was listening when I was finding out the bleep.
Yeah, don't say it again.
the
That's what, yeah, so
he bleeped himself.
I think a lot of people, and I think a lot of I wish I could find out the percentage, and maybe one day I will, of people that are in said rat race, for this example, that waste time on a hobby that they love that they are not good at, that they just don't got it. Whatever it is, they love it so much that they just it becomes a waste of time at some point.
Can you give me an example?
For example, let me rephrase. Waste of time in the sense of the grand scheme of things of what they could be doing with that time to be what they would say is successful.
Like watching TV.
So, exactly. Let's say this. Any type of sports player. It's cool that you love sports. It's fucking awesome that you play it. You know, growing up as a kid, it teaches you discipline.
Right.
Teaches you, how to function in adversity. Teaches you crazy shit, right? Sports all the way through school. Into high school. In high school, there's kids that play it as kids that branch off saying, I wasn't that good at it, so it wasn't my thing. There's some people that stick through all the way till the end of high school, and it's like, okay, I love this. I do it all the time. May not be that good. You get past the cut of high school, go into college. Some fools didn't maybe make it to that level. They still do it as a hobby. It's like, okay, that's cool. It's respectable. Then you get into, let's say you're 25. Fucking weird to say.
We're all that.
Yeah.
You're 25,
right,
bro.
Wild, yeah.
And you're still, suiting up for whatever sport it is that you play. And you're still training for this sport, but you're still working your day job.
Right.
At that point, when does this hobby become non-beneficial? For me, for a long time, was this music thing. Is my whole argument in my mental with myself is at what point do I draw the line,
But there's also the argument that even if you're not putting the music out, you're still being creative, which is good for your brain, as opposed to doing something else,
like watching TV, or
Right,
doing something
right.
like
The
that.
whole point of saying with people just don't have it is I think that if maybe I wonder the percent of people in the world that if they accepted what is, I'm not trying to sound like Thanos, but they accept what can be, basically, It's like, for me personally,
Setto snaps his fingers, we all disappear.
No, it's like, yeah, for real. It's like for me, I have that personally in my life is I got an Xbox for Christmas. I've been playing way more video games than I normally do. And I realized after being away from it for so long and getting back into it, how fucking time consuming it is and how addicting it is.
Oh, yeah.
And at what point should I say, you know what, man, this is just not beneficial for me? When do I pick up this next thing that ends up being beneficial for me and quote unquote successful for me in my life? Mm-hmm. I struggle with that all the fucking time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's just weird when you get into that thought process of, I seen a video about it basically to use that football analogy as a thing. And I'm not saying if you have a hobby, if you listen to this and you have a hobby and you play rec sports and stuff and you're older, I'm not saying you got to be pro, but what I meant is it's not doing something for you, but you're spending 6 hours after you get off work and you're doing footwork.
And the older you get, the more that's going to fuck with your body.
Yeah, and you're doing footwork drills for football, but it's not, do you see what I'm saying?
No,
Like these NFL
totally,
dudes are making millions of dollars.
Exactly. It's like,
right.
okay, at this point, let's open up your schedule a little bit. Still play semi-pro. Still play all
go
that
play
shit.
flag football on the weekend.
Yeah,
Go try-
dude,
go-
fuck
go try
yeah,
to be a
all
bird
day.
watcher or something.
Yeah, but it's like one of those
Yeah.
things where it's like, okay, you're working out 8 to 10 hours a day, or whatever the fuck. Let's say 5 to 6 hours or some crazy shit, right? Counting 8 hours of sleep that they say you're supposed to get. It's crazy when you look at it and think about it like that. It's just like, I almost feel like it's supposed to be that way. Like we're trained to have something like that consumes so much time because we're so in love with it that it's supposed to take us away from learning something new. Like when you come across somebody that genuinely loves to learn something new, it's intimidating in a good way. It's like,
what the fuck have I been doing?
Boy, this guy's getting down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking Yanni.
See, the reason I'm saying he's gonna miss out on this conversation is this fucking guy's work ethic is fucking nutty. It really is.
Unmatched,
It truly is, bro. Find me somebody that accepts criticism as well as this dude, yet still works harder than this dude. It's for real,
bro. That guy. Sometimes I'm around him, and we still have a blast all the time. Me and this dude have a blast, but when it's just me and him together, sometimes like I'm around this dude and I'm like, fuck, dude. He's somebody that like, and all of you guys really do in some way or another, inspire me to be like, like when I think I'm doing a lot or whatever, then I'm hanging around y'all, or I hang around a fucking Riot, who's doing all this editing, like got all the equipment, doing this, taking all this shit seriously, says like, oh, you know what? I'm just going to spend this much time today bettering myself.
Figuring this out, yeah.
And meanwhile, me a lot of the time, dude, I'm like sitting in my room like, fuck, dude, I'm pretty sure I could drink 12 Voodoo Rangers if I tried it as hard as I could.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's just like, it's like a thing to me where like I do think I have talent and creativity, but like I don't, like the drive sometimes for me is not always there.
So let me share with you something this dude, Luke Bellamy.
Okay.
how he's rich, don't know. Yeah, I found him on social media, and he gives like the inspirational talk, shit like that. And there's this quote, and it goes, "How you do something is how you do everything."
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and it's like, oh, okay, yeah. This dude Luke, he said it in a different way that I've never heard it, and it stuck with me, and it's kind of changed. Like my whole week has, like, everything has been different. How you do the small things is how you do the big things.
It's the small details that make the
That's
painting.
facts, bro.
And he also talks about successful people and how if you look at successful people, they all have things in common that they do, habits that are not big, that are small, like down to like a morning routine, making your bed in the morning. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
They said that's the biggest battle, bro. Is
reading a book.
That's your first battle of the day.
It's literally just, dude, it's
making
straight
your
up
bed.
making your bed and reading are like, if you put it on the circle graph, it's literally over like 70-some%. That's
Right.
literally the fucking, that's what's crazy, bro. It's trippy.
But it's like you could get somebody, and you catch this at like job sites all the time, right? If you ever work construction or anything like that, and it's like, hey man, I need you to go sweep the floor or whatever, because that's just your job right then.
Yeah. Right.
And it might feel like something where it's like, fuck, I gotta sweep and whatever, I gotta do this, and it's like, dude, if you're gonna do something, do it well and do it right.
Yeah.
Like if you're gonna do
Like,
anything,
don't even try.
in life.
Yeah.
But it's like
My dad says, don't half-ass anything. Always use your full ass.
But like that's
Yeah.
right,
Yeah.
man. Shout out to your dad, because that's real. Like
If you're gonna shout out my cousin Jared, actually says, if you're gonna fucking do it, fucking do it.
Yeah.
Just seriously.
Like don't be lukewarm
sit
about
here-
it.
Yeah, don't say
Right.
yeah. Don't be fucking room temperature. Be fucking hot about it.
Yeah, if you're
know?
gonna do it, be boiling. Like,
But my
yeah.
bad for you're spot on about what successful people have that are in common. It's a fucking trip, bro.
And their patterns, and it's like, you can notice these things, and it's like, this fucking Luke guy. Again, something else he says is like, when you were talking about being successful, nobody's saying you need to go make $100 million tomorrow.
That's what a lot of people think, though, huh?
Right.
You know?
No, yeah, because it's like, how am I going to do that? And it's like, well, you're not just going to do that. You're going to start by getting up in the morning and making your bed and brushing your teeth.
Yep.
And you're going to start by grooming yourself and taking care of yourself and bettering
That's
yourself
the key. That's the
so
key.
that you can grow. He said, you're not, like, the $100 million comes after you build the house, but like, we're laying bricks right now.
That's what it is, man. That's how I feel about all of this stuff.
Have you ever, this is kind of like a bridge off this topic of the shit that tripped me out earlier is obviously everybody would love to win the lottery.
Right.
Everybody would, right? I just think if you took people back to the rat race, if you took somebody in the rat race and you give them this large sum of money,
They're gonna be broke.
they're gonna blow it. So it's like,
You
at
can
what
give
point,
someone who's bad with money a large amount of money that does not. You can give, if you are horrible with money, right? I'll use myself. I'm not great with money.
I'm not.
Me
either.
either.
I'm
Okay?
not either.
You could give me $1 million right now. That does not mean that I will be good with money.
Exactly.
So that, dude, statistically, lottery winners go broke within what? 5
I
years?
seen something about
Dude, I
that.
seen
yeah.
That's a
dude.
statistic, bro.
Yeah.
He
like,
straight up
like
bought-
not like oh, you know, I got like, oh, I made 100 million and I got like 2 million left. Like, I'm saying broke.
Yeah.
Like flat broke. Like I'm losing my house type shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
And
filing
it's
bankruptcy.
ridiculous. It's
Yeah.
sad, bro.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, that's part of the rat race. Like, they put things like the lottery in there to distract you, bro. It's all a distraction, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And
Think about this.
oh, you want to think about a fucked up conspiracy with the lottery?
It's time travel.
Gambling's illegal in most states.
We went completely separate
No.
ways.
Yeah, but
I was
so
like,
hear me
whoa.
out. Gambling's illegal in most states.
Mm-hmm.
Casinos can probably fudge some numbers and get away with all the cash they make without paying all the taxes, whatever.
Yeah.
So
Or just put it on an Indian reservation.
the government taking control and making gambling illegal, but what can you gamble on? The lottery. Who's guaranteed to get a large sum of that lottery money when that's over $1 billion?
The government.
And you're getting, the government takes what, 45% in taxes off the top?
I've heard
if you won
something
$1
crazy
billion,
like that.
you would walk away. It's like $435 million or something like that.
Yeah, so that lottery company
Yeah.
is making bank and the government. That's why the lottery is legal, but casinos are not.
I just think it's
because the government makes
money,
more money off
to
the
be
lottery.
honest.
Right.
Just another avenue. I mean, it goes towards schools and shit, for our state, I guess.
The local lottery, yeah.
But how much really does? Though?
Who's to say?
No,
Right? Are we saying,
lottery,
10% of everything we make is going towards schools, and we're going to advertise that that it's going towards schools because of that? Like, just because it's going towards schools, like, realistically, how much
I'm
is
not.
going
No,
towards schools?
I see what you're saying. I mean,
and that's not to
what
say
I
like
mean
we're
is
doing
I
bad
think it's
things,
a
but
thing where it's like it's a front. It's a front,
absolutely. It's all a distraction, bro.
Yeah,
Because money talks, bro.
Plata talks.
You drive down the road
Plata
and you
or
see
Pluma?
that on either I think it's State Street. There's that big billboard and it says Mega Millions on one side and Powerball on the other.
Oh yeah,
And you see those big
All
illuminated
over.
number, bro. They're everywhere.
yeah.
Like
yeah.
that shit talks,
It's,
bro.
it's to create
and for
hope.
me,
It's to create hope.
I never found fascination in that. I don't buy lottery tickets. I think it's a waste of money.
I've wasted so much fucking money on scratch off tickets.
Any
It's
scratch offs. I've
ridiculous.
literally never won money on a scratch off, and I told myself I'll never buy another one.
I get them from like Christmas and stuff like that, but I've never
Right.
gone out and actively tried to buy any.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a waste. And I don't understand the
Sounds-
mindset.
yeah.
I don't understand
like-
the mindset.
I wish
of
I
it.
could say the same.
But
He said, you
there's
should look at my
people-
glove box.
Bro,
Like,
I
you wanna
know
see some
people
crazy shit?
who go, "Oh, I'm gonna go buy a Powerball ticket. It's over $1 billion."
Well, yeah.
It's like,
And
You
you
gotta
know what's
play to
crazy?
win.
You know what's crazy?
You gotta play to
Is
win.
think about that one person, There's millions, billions.
which is why it's so profitable.
exactly. It's just
fucked up.
Bro, honestly, man, if you fucking really think about it, dude, like it kind of goes to this whole. Were we going to talk about the Putin interview? Or are we not going to get into that?
That's very. I don't know, dude. That's kind of political to get into. There's a
Yeah,
lot of,
the only reason I bring it up is
I don't know.
you're not
Hey,
political.
all I'm saying is Tucker Carlson has some balls,
oh, bud,
and I will say,
bud.
like, possibly go down in history as one of the greatest journalists in our time.
It's monumental.
Oh, absolutely.
It's a slap in the face to the deep state. It's fucking nuts.
Yo,
Oh,
for
dude.
real.
It's like, hey, dude, it was this whole thing was we won't get into it, but this whole thing, there's a picture that leaked and he's like, it's like Tucker Carlson's in Moscow. It's like, or Moscow. It's, oh no, dude, no, he's not. It's, no, he's not. No. And he comes out and he's like, what you're about to watch, in his voice. It's like, is me sitting down with Russian President Vladimir Putin.
Yeah.
That's insane, man.
Dude,
and you're like,
wild in the Kremlin, bro.
And
That's
and it's
wicked.
on arguably one of the most wild platforms
Oh my
of
gosh.
in the history of social media. It's ran by one of the most controversial people in the world. It's the craziest thing if you fucking think about it, bro. Shout out to all of them for letting their fucking nuts hang and free speech. That's what we're here for.
That's right.
Yeah,
If
That's
you want to
how I
censor,
feel.
and I don't care, if you want to censor fucking people, dude, go live somewhere where they censor people. Don't
Absolutely,
fucking live
yeah.
here. If you don't like anybody's opinion, you got to deal with people's opinion, bro.
Nah, dude, Tucker Carlson's the GOAT.
Let his fucking nuts hang. Let's call it what it is, dude. Let's call a
Yeah.
spade a spade.
That's right.
That's a hard motherfucker right there, bro. Let's get into this for a sec. For real,
Okay, I will say, I have not watched the whole interview. It's actually
I'm
on
not-
my computer in there. If you walk into my room, you will see Vladimir Putin on the screen because I literally was watching it before you guys came.
get through the first hour.
Okay, I'm about 45 minutes in.
Get
but
through the first
something
hour.
I will say is this dude, like, he wasn't like, I'm going to go political and, like, push my... Like, he literally, from the top, did not answer the question
No,
and just started giving the history of Russia.
he's
And whatever you believe, if you agree with him or not, dude was showing historical facts, and he has proof of them. And it's like...
See,
I
the thing
can't
is
side. I
he-
can't side with either
he
side because
ran-
I don't know enough about it.
he
right
ran.
Now.
He
But-
what it was is he ran fucking circles around everybody.
Oh yeah,
Just he's basically flexing, dude. Is what he's doing. That's what I was saying. If you want to get into it, you kind of just get this hint. Is he knows what he's fucking doing. He's not gonna just hop on any fucking platform And he's a fucking president of one of the
and
world
possibly one of
powers.
the richest men in the world,
And possibly,
which is not like documented, but
Yeah, he probably.
it's just
Soviet
so
Union
counter.
Yeah, come on.
I don't.
Come
We,
on,
we probably shouldn't get too crazy into it because like I said, is this platform. I think we say what we fucking want to say, but I also think we blur the lines of getting too one-sided or whatever the fuck you want to say. I'll talk to anybody about it if they want to come and talk to me. I'll gladly say my opinions, but I'm also one of the people that, believe it or not, understands both sides.
Sure, that's
Right.
how I feel.
It's like, okay, it's when people get so fucking, I'm red, I'm blue. It's like, okay, let's chill the fuck out.
Like
you know,
I understand
they show
that.
their allegiances
I
for some
also,
shit that they
though,
don't
one
even
of-
understand.
I sacrifice
one of
myself.
my pet
You know,
peeves is when people say they're a centrist. Because when people say they're a centrist, they're making the claim that I will not make a claim. Basically, they aren't grounded in any beliefs because they won't pick any side. And at some point, red or blue is not what we're talking about, right? At some point, you have to have your beliefs and you have to pick a side.
Right.
well, yeah, of course, and it's also, I think it's also a duty
But
where
you get people that are like, "Oh, I don't want the conflict," and it's like, so you're just gonna live your whole life not making a decision.
there
because
can
you
be
don't want the
healthy conflict. That's what this was built on,
Right.
Is to respectfully disagree and come to a healthy medium.
Yeah,
We escaped what we're fucking becoming. We hinted on it, with the Texas shit in the last podcast, but you got a guy that is painted on our side as a fucking tyrant, a world a mogul, this savage of a guy, this crazy bastard. One of the exiled journalists in the United States for speaking freely says, you know what? I'm not going to let you fucking control me. I'm going to go on an open platform backed by a controversial figure. Shout out Elon Musk. That's what he is. A lot of people like him. A lot of people hate him. He says, all right, yeah, Tucker,
do your thing.
go. He goes to what we would call hostile territory, is welcomed. Has a conversation, granted. I think he got one upped. I think Putin was ready for that shit. Come on, he's smart.
Oh, absolutely, absolutely.
Putin's not going to go and do anything stupid.
Right.
That's what's funny. This is just funny that some of these comments. He flexes his fucking muscles in the sense of like, that's not a dumb fucking dude, bro.
Yeah, Tucker Carlson said,
You could see
"You
it
guys-
on his face.
You guys think Drake's dick got leaked this week? Look at my dick." And
Yeah.
he fucking flops it out on the table with
no,
the
you
fucking
could see
Putin
it.
interview.
Wait.
No,
He's
the reason
like,
I
"Ah,
say-
check this shit out."
Oh,
Fucking
my
Putin
Lord.
interview drops. and
Fucking
shit.
Drake with that fucking missile, dog, dude. Jesus
Bruh.
Christ.
Bro,
Fucker
have
putting
you
out
seen
fires and
Have
shit.
you
my
seen the
Lord.
memes, bro? It's like Drake in the video be like, and it's like dude with like a vacuum cleaner hose. and
Did
he's
you
just
see
like-
John Cena? Did you see John Cena's fucking Instagram post? John Cena posted a fucking
Oh my
Photoshop
God.
Drake face on Jake the Snake Roberts, a wrestler back in the day that had a python, and it's Drake. No comment, no caption, just that picture. But the one thing I want to say is the whole Putin thing is it wouldn't matter if you hate it, you love it, you fucking can't stand it, it makes you nauseous, you can't get enough of it, whatever side you're on, appreciate free speech.
Absolutely.
And appreciate the option to have a fucking idea
That's goddamn right.
and have an opinion. That's what this is all about. I'll disagree with anybody all fucking day, but I'm not gonna hate somebody because they disagree with me.
bro. And
Where the fuck are we gonna get in the world, dude?
on this whole Putin thing, there's so much hate going in that direction.
I also want to make
And
something
it's
clear.
like, it's like, bro, personally, because of all the hate going in that way, and then it's still allowed to be on Twitter, bro, that makes Twitter my favorite social media.
Fuck,
Instantly.
man. Yeah.
Why would I want to go to Instagram at that point? Fuck that, bro. I'm gonna stay on Twitter. Like, they're allowing this dude to release a interview with Vladimir Putin. Bro, you're never gonna see anything like that on TV.
Never. Have you seen what they're
Never.
trying to do to this fool for doing
Bro,
that?
Ukraine put Tucker Carlson on a kill list.
Yeah,
Holy
yeah.
shit.
I just think the whole Ukraine thing is, we're paying for it. If you work and you clock in and you get taxed on your dollars, you are somehow, some way paying for that, indirectly or directly. But my whole point is, you should have an opinion on it, and if it pisses you off, say it pisses you off. Whether you're a Democrat or a Republican or a Libertarian, whatever the fuck you are, dude.
Right.
Like you're saying, have an idea or have an opinion and voice your opinion.
We'll have like a code too. Have like some morals or whatever. That
it's just like fuck, dude. Like they said there was a lot of hate going on when Trump was in office. It's like,
oh, it's worse now.
Dog, are you fucking serious?
You want to know something
It's
I saw
worse
this
now.
week that made me laugh, but it was also like, this is like ridiculous. There's a sign, and these people, I do pest control, so I went in their garage and I saw the old Biden, like vote for Biden, 2020 stuff, right?
Okay.
So they have a sign in their front yard, and it says, "Stop the madness, make the right vote, 2020," right? And it's in their yard now, and the 20 is marked off, and they put 2024.
Oh, so they want.
So it's like
to happen
4 years
again.
ago you were pushing this, and now all of a sudden you're like, make the madness. Like you're saying the exact same things, but about the guy that you were so excited about.
Yeah. I know people that voted for Homeboy that can't stand him now.
Bro, I know people.
Dude,
I know people that voted
I've
for
had a
him out of
conversation.
spite.
One of
That's how a lot of people
one of
voted
our
for Biden.
close
Is
friends,
out of spite.
one of our close friends voted for Biden, and I had this conversation after it happened, like because we were close, and I was like, why? And I mean, which way you lean? I always thought Trump was a better option than Biden, but
We were fucked either way.
yeah, we were fucked
Yeah.
either way.
We were fucked when it was
But-
him and
What
Hillary.
does South Park do?
No,
They
no,
do
no,
like a
but-
douche and a shit sandwich.
So, but the thing
or
is,
whatever.
we had this conversation, and he was like, "No, I think Biden's going to do some good stuff." And then, like years later,
Get all corn pop.
I was like, "Hey, so you remember like that conversation about who you voted for?" And he's like, "Yeah." And that was it. And it
I
was
just want
like,
more money on my
no
paycheck.
more needs to be said.
Yeah.
We said we weren't going to get political on this platform. Yeah, we are.
Oh yeah,
But hey, you know why? Because we can.
Because we can do whatever
Yeah.
we want.
because
We're gonna probably lose. We're gonna, yeah. Then this is my thing. Is like it's the whole MAGA shit, all that. I don't get into that. We need some younger fucking people that are in our higher up positions.
You need like a 42-year-old
Dude.
fucking cool president.
Dude,
that
I don't care.
loves America.
Black,
and
brown, or
Americans.
pale. It
I don't
don't
care
matter to
what they
me.
look like, man.
The only
Yeah.
color that I call shots in this
This
world is green.
yeah.
Dead
the
serious.
color
though,
doesn't matter
is-
as long as it's not a.
Boots.
No, I'm just kidding. I'm
No,
just
seriously.
kidding.
It could be a man, and I'm gonna say it.
You're a
I will say
dog,
this:
bro.
it's gonna be either a man or a woman.
Right.
Or something
No,
else.
man.
That might get into a weird.
Man or woman, whatever they are, young age, you're middle age, that's got somewhat morals of both, modern and past ideology that can meet in the middle. Just we need people that can meet in the middle.
You know who we need to be president? Keanu Reeves, 2024.
Dude, I was about to just say like Jason Statham, but that'd be dumb.
Jason
He's
Statham's not even
British.
American, brother.
He's British.
Dog, yeah, no, I do like
Jason
be
Statham.
free, use your freedom of speech, dude. Fucking love your country, man. I know it's dark times right now, dude, but if shit pops off, it's us versus everybody else. That's how I fucking look at it. And if everybody looked at it that way,
Unless it goes to civil war, then it's us versus us.
well, then who's us?
That's a whole different-
Who's who? Yeah, I don't like talking about that because it's just fucking sad.
Yeah, I'll bleep all that out.
But I love people that have an opinion. I don't like people that have such a strong opinion that they're legit willing to die for this opinion.
I think there's a line
No.
because if you're willing to die for something you believe in, I that's respectable. But I think
I'm literally
that
saying
there's,
take a life because somebody disagrees with you.
but
Fucking
Yeah.
stupid.
no, hear me
That's
out
whack.
though. If if you believe in something to the point that you're willing to die for it, but it's wrong and you find evidence that it's wrong, that's the difference. If you can acknowledge, like, this is not right.
People just need to admit when they're
like,
wrong. Dude.
That's exactly. Like, if you can admit, like, oh shit, dude, this is something I'm horrible at. If I'm wrong, I won't admit it. But then after the conversation's over, I'll think about it and I'll be like, fuck. And then it's like, oh.
So you gaslight people in an argument?
Yeah. He's like, what's
Not
gaslight?
necessarily.
You made that word up, Setto.
No, I'm fucking with you, dude.
So
made that
for
word
me,
up.
it's not.
That word
it's
cracks
not,
me up.
It's not
dude,
so
'cause
much
it's
like
just
gaslight.
So open.
Are you gaslighting me right now?
That's
No, it's not so much about gaslighting. It's just like if we're in an argument, I could be wrong, and I will not admit that I'm wrong.
You're willing to die on that hill.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But then later, I'll be like, fuck, I might have been wrong, and then I might be like, bro, like you're right. I was like.
Once you have some time to
But it's like,
let it simmer.
But I'm a big on facts too, and if you can give me facts, I respect that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like if we can have a actual factual debate, it's like,
Well, that's better.
I'm open minded to.
I feel like
for
that.
the
Like
most
if
part.
I'm
There's some things you could talk to me about that I won't budge on, but
there's
we're
some
not
things
gonna
when
talk about that on the
I feel
podcast.
like when I'm arguing with people or whatever, I'm so willing to like say that I'm wrong about something, but I want, like, if me and you have very different opinions, right? And me and you are arguing, it's like, if I'm wrong, show me why I'm wrong. Show me. Like, it's one thing to tell me, but show me why I'm wrong.
That fall into nobody's wrong, and I think. But it was like at the end of it, listening back to it, it was like we were all making the same point. Mm-hmm. We were all arguing like we were making different points, but we were all
talking about the same fucking thing.
the same thing from different perspectives.
What were we talking about?
I don't even remember, but it's like that happens, and it's like it's hard in the moment to see like, damn, like we're all making the same point right now. Like, why are we arguing?
No,
yeah.
Let's get real.
And then afterwards, you can look at it and be like, oh,
the way you guys were
sense.
saying that, you guys were way off, man. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, guys.
All right, this has been the GoldenBoys.
This is
out of my apartment.
There's that one guy. There's always that guy. You know, just don't be that guy.
Yeah.
You know,
give everybody a chance. I would say this about all this stuff is like, give everybody a chance. Just because you have an opinion, it doesn't mean that it's right necessarily. Be open to having creative discussions with people without yelling and fighting and tearing each other apart. Like that's one thing people are like really incapable of.
Debating
right.
nowadays is turned into violence.
It's like, man, me and you could argue. Me and you, Setto. Me and you could argue about something without fucking tearing each other apart.
Oh, dude, that's
you know what I mean?
that gets under my skin is when we're having a disagreement and we have different views and different opinions, and that's fine. But then you're gonna attack my character because you disagree with me.
That's where. That's
Right.
why
like,
I
why did
fucking
it have
hate
to
that
get
shit.
personal, bro?
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
well, you
just
disagree.
Well, you just
like,
think this because you're dumb. Like once,
Yeah.
well,
once it
if
started
my hair was red, I probably would think some dumb shit too. It's like, what the fuck?
no,
bro?
I'm-
Like, why'd you have to say that?
I'm
yeah,
with you.
absolutely.
I agree. That's a good ass way to put it. Is you getting your character attacked because of a belief, and you're having a very structured conversation about it. You know,
Right.
yeah.
I think there's just a lot of sensitive fucking people out there, and this is coming from me, who, in my generation, growing up as a kid, would have been considered very sensitive, and nowadays, bruh, like, come on, dude, come on.
I got a question for you.
Yeah.
Did your parents tell you when you were younger that you were kind of being sensitive?
I get told to suck it up.
My dad used to tell me that like I was being overly sensitive, and I feel like that's what made me now not be like that.
I can credit that to my like older friends, because I was like a single child. You know, I had my homie. Shout out Jared, dude. I love you, dude. But yeah, anytime I was being a bitch, dude, or being a pussy about something, I would always draw the line of like, okay, there's a difference between just being a bitch and just doing something that's just fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Right. There's a difference, right? So that's where I was always at. And anytime, you know, at first when I started getting called out about shit, probably when I was like in probably 6th grade, maybe young, I would take it very personal. And then after the fact, I'd be like, oh, fuck, you know. So I started trying to do that more in the moment of being like, you know, fuck, you know, thinking about it then.
Right.
Instead of after the fact, that type of shit. But yeah, shout out to my older homies, dude. All my older friends, dude. I grew up I was just talking about this. Is my senior year of high school, I had no friends because all my friends were older than me. I'm the youngest out of my friend group, my OG friend group. Yeah. I'm the youngest fool out of literally everybody. And I credit it to them was just quit being a bitch. You know, you can't say that nowadays because you'll fucking offend somebody, but quit being a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And then you, that's just a very blunt, plain statement, but people from our generation, that's weird to say, is people from our generation are going to be like, all right. You say that to somebody now, they're going to be like, you don't refer to me like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
well, something I've noticed about myself, I have been trying to be more introspective. Like over the last year, I've been trying to think about things like this. But I've noticed when I'm, as you said, being a bitch about something.
Yeah.
How much of that, like, am I wasting time getting into bad mindset? Like at work. Work is a great example. Am I going to bitch about doing something? Bro, I just wasted 10 minutes bitching about doing something. Like, do you know where I'd be at if I would have just done it for 10 minutes?
And how much of that time do you waste in a day or in a week?
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
And it's like, bro, how many times have I bitched about something this week? And it's like, bro, that's fucked. Something I heard on a podcast I've been trying, bro, is George Janko. Shout out George Janko. He said he trained his brain to stop being so negative by every time he would say something negative, even in his head about somebody, he would force himself to say 3 positive things about that person.
I've actually heard something about that before. Yeah.
It's like rewiring your brain.
Well, are you like around, like, dude, I'm around like this girl, you know what I mean? I'm not going to say her name, but I've been spending a lot of time with and all that lately. And like, she's always done stuff like this where she says things in like a funny way. Like she's saying it to be funny, but there's always some truth in there. And like fail at something or not totally kill it the first time and be like, well, I'm just going to right. And like, I'll be around her and I'm like, hey man, like just respectfully when I'm around you, it's like, don't talk like that about yourself around me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because it's like, you can make all these jokes or whatever, you know, like, oh, well, I'm just joking. But it's just like, dude, you train your brain to think like that.
Right,
so
absolutely.
So it's like, oh, I'm just going to, oh, whatever. I'm just going to quit and it's like, to me, I'll stop somebody in their tracks talking like that. Because it's like, hey, man, that's not funny.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there's no redeeming quality about talking to yourself like that or treating yourself like, you got to treat yourself like, you might not love yourself all the time, but treat yourself how you would treat like your best friend or something. Yeah. You know what I mean? Like make sure, like what I've seen this meme too. It's like, just remember you're basically like a house plant with more complicated emotions. Like you need sun and water and you need like all these things, but you just have like human beings have complicated all this stuff when really, dude, like things are a lot more simple, I think, than people would like to admit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like sometimes, man, you just need to go touch some fucking grass, talk to yourself nice, treat people well. And even if you don't agree with people, hear them out. You know what I mean? It's just, it's just like simple things. You know what I mean? Like, well, you spend so much energy, like you said, on just sometimes like embracing all the bad shit when it's like, man, like you're looking for the bad shit at that point. Like you're searching it out.
I don't know how you feel about Andrew Tate, but Andrew Tate said,
I don't hate him. I don't love him.
Podcast, he said, he gets rid of negative people in his life because negative energy is very sticky. Mm-hmm. And I like how that's phrased. It's very sticky.
It's like color on a white shirt, bro.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like
specks.
It's like even if it's around and you're not like, oh, I'm not gonna let it get to me. Like, dude, you're gonna think about it later.
Or you're gonna soak that shit up.
Well, like, that goes with the music shit with you guys, bro. It's like you fools. Like for me, is you've made the music thing positive. It's just like, just do it, dude. Have fun. Mm-hmm. So that rubs off. Positive. Shout out Kaiser again. Fuck, dude.
That's what it is, man. It's like
this wouldn't be a thing if I wouldn't be doing this if it was just me. If none of this was going on, I don't know what I'd be doing.
How I think about all this stuff, man, is there's like 3 things. Like there's tons of things that I really do like in the world. But I say that there's like 3 things I like, and I'm not going to list the other 2. Because it's unnecessary too.
Oh God!
I'm gonna say, can I guess one of the ones you're not gonna name?
Sure.
And being
bang bang. Bang bang, Niner gang.
We can bleep
That
all
brings you to
those.
my next topic. Today's sponsor, Don Gisso.
No,
Fuck! I
but-
meant to push the bottle away to test if you were gonna still say it.
Don is the best go-to site.
All I'm gonna say, man, is that like that's music and writing and doing all this stuff is one of the things I just love to do. And it's like I'm not gonna let anyone or anything take away my joy for doing like one of these one things. You know what I mean? And it's just like all I would have to say to anybody out there, like if you don't have a hobby, you don't have something that's a driving force for you, just fucking try anything. Try literally anything, bro.
Yeah.
Like and if you don't like it in a week, guess what? Fucking try something else.
Listen to GoldenBoys for a couple songs.
Yeah,
If you don't like them, then stop after a couple.
Right,
Give us a chance.
right now, only one, but yeah.
I'm like, you get the point.
You just like if you're not
One day, listen to GoldenBoys on
One day,
all the different
spend
songs,
24
but
hours on a
not
whole
today.
fucking catalog of GoldenBoys
Which brings us to our
podcasts.
sponsor of this podcast, GoldenBoys. Stream not today on Apple Music, Spotify.
You know, there's a
That's goddamn
band.
right.
There's a band called GoldenBoys.
An Australian
on Spotify.
one.
Do you see them?
They're from Australia.
The girl and shit that was.
Yep.
Do you see it on Spotify?
I looked it up one day when I was like, dude, nobody's got this fucking name, and I saw like 4 other people. I'm like, fuck, god damn
I will
it.
tell you, there is another GoldenBoys podcast, but
I've seen
on
that.
YouTube, our handle is at the GoldenBoys podcast.
Oh, that's sick. It's not messing around or nothing. Yeah. Hey, guess what?
So-
Nana and a boo boo. Stick your head in doo doo.
Can I play a little
it,
snip of a? It can be in it because it's a
You gonna
video.
leak?
No, it's not a leak, but it's probably it's going to be audio from one of the funniest fucking videos I've ever heard in my life.
Okay. Speaking of videos, this is actually, this will hype you guys up. I wish Yanni was here to tell him, but when I was doing all the YouTube shit, okay, I got a notice on one of the episodes of potential copyrighted music that is in it.
Oh no.
And I clicked on it, and it said, "Not today" by the GoldenBoys.
Oh,
And it
shit!
said, "Right now it will not affect, but it could if you make money off this in the future." And I was like, "Let's fucking go, dude!"
That's
And all of them,
badass.
they say they're clear, and then the one it says copyright,
And it's
What?
our songs.
and it's your fucking.
It's
And
literally
it
our
literally
song.
happened yesterday. It uploaded like as the song was
Oh
uploading.
my god.
So like it was like
Tiptoeing
right away.
on a falling star. I'm high as hell.
Bro, stop playing. That's like
Oh.
that's actually fucking dope.
I saw that. I was hyped about that, bro.
Shout out Kaiser.
Bro,
He's
shout
gonna
out
keep the little boy in him. That's his creative side.
Kaiser,
Oh,
man.
dude, I was listening to that today. That gave me goosebumps.
Dude,
When
it's
he said that. I was
cold,
like,
bro.
"Fuck,
Dude, he's been making better and better stuff, man. I think all of us collectively, dude, have been like there's something. Me and Setto had talked about this, man. Where there's fucking something in the air lately. Like I don't know what it is, man.
2024, bro."
But dude, like literally, like me, Setto, fucking Yanni, Taos,
You know what it is?
Blue, all of us
realistically?
were all
I can
together. And it was like,
scientifically give you
whoa.
what's in the air.
Let's
There's
go.
legitimately an extra whole day this month.
Oh shit. Oh, are we in a leap year?
Yes, sir.
Shut the fuck up.
It's 29
Which you know what
days.
else I thought about? the
I
other
didn't know
day?
that.
Wild. Do you think it's coincidence that election year is on leap year?
I don't know.
There's always an extra day in the year on election year. Like, do you think they did that on purpose?
I don't know, man.
You just hear a knock at the door.
And we're doing
It's the
and then we got
fucking
and then
FBI here.
and then we got the Olympics too, right?
Yeah.
Oh, this year is the Summer Olympics, ain't it?
Wait, is a leap year every 4 years?
Yeah. Or every 3.
4.
Is it 4?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know. I'm not good. At
I
that
trust
shit.
you. You sound pretty confident.
Yeah, every 4 years.
I trust you.
But that's just for the birds, man.
That's just for the birds, primo.
Yeah, it's
Till
crazy.
death do us part.
So, do we want to get this wrapped up, or do we want to try to go for another hour?
I would love to go for another hour, but
Let's see if I got any more. Oh, dude, I got a topic I could get you on for another hour.
can I play this just real quick?
Yes.
Say your topic, actually.
Well, I watched a movie this week, and something you keep wanting to talk about on the podcast, but
What is it?
I keep saying we're going to do an episode dedicated to it. We never do.
Pirates of the Caribbean.
I watched the movie. No, me and Kaiser actually talked about that on Everybody Missed the Pod episode.
Oh.
Because the episode where we announced that never got released.
Oh, okay.
So we
So
talked
people
about...
were like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
what are they
just,
talking
well,
about?
we prefaced it like nobody knows about this, and then we talked about it. So, but I watched a movie this week, Fury.
Bro, the war movie?
You watch Fury?
Bro, I keep seeing snippets of that. I want to see that.
Did not.
You guys haven't seen Fury?
I haven't seen it.
Look, let's get into it for a minute. Back to the beginning of the pod before the intro.
Oh, man.
We were talking about not understanding the story when you're younger, but understanding it when... Dude, that movie, I was watching that this week, and I was like, oh, this is fucked up.
The part where they find the chicks?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah.
The part where
it's about to get...
The dude in the tank is like, had never killed anybody or anything, and he sees the kid, and he's like, I'm not going to shoot the kid. And the kid shoots the rocket, and then the fucking dude that's burning alive comes out and shoots himself in the fucking dome. Like, he kills himself because he's burning alive.
Brad Pitt on that part grabs him and is like, next time I fucking tell you to pull a trigger, you fucking pull the fucking trigger.
And he was like, it was just a kid. He said, do your fucking job.
He's like, look at that. Look at this shit.
He's dead because of you.
And he said, this is your fault.
That's your fault that fucking guy's
Straight
dead
up,
right there.
dude.
Get the fuck back in the tank.
No, it's fucked.
Dude.
Like, you watch this and you're like, bro.
I gotta check this
I didn't
out.
It's on Netflix right now, bro.
Bro, I need to
be.
I'm gonna watch this shit tonight.
It's like 2.5 hours. Dude,
I was gonna
absolutely watch it.
Say
no,
less.
I need to be there when you watch that movie,
good.
bro. That's one of those movies where I want to be with somebody when they first watch it.
Bro, I could kill a 6-pack tonight and watch it. And
no, you know what? Fuck it. Watch that tonight.
So good,
dude.
It's on Netflix.
The cast.
No
I'm gonna break the cast down.
Yeah, it's so
This is the
real.
cast to get you ready for us.
Oh, dude.
But isn't
Percy,
it fucking...
Percy Jackson and the Olympians? OG Percy
He's the
Jackson.
kid, right?
Is the kid.
Yeah.
Have you seen Percy Jackson and the Olympians? Okay. OG Percy Jackson.
Okay.
Fucking Brad Pitt.
Yeah.
John Bernthal.
Is it The Punisher?
Yeah. Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Hey, redneck accent Shia LaBeouf.
Stop playing.
They call him Bible, bro. He's all religious and shit.
He said, what does he say when he walks up after it's so hard. He says, are you religious? Are you baptized? Or whatever the fuck he says. And he said, yeah. He's like, and he keeps going and he's like hella serious. He's like, are you saved?
Yeah,
and
yeah,
he's
yeah.
like, yeah. And he's like, you're not answering my question.
Right, yeah.
Are you saved?
No, this
dude's
John
Bernthal's like, you didn't answer the man's question, what the fuck? And homeboy, Mexican from...
I can never remember his name. Funny as shit,
He's
dude.
an Ant-Man.
Shut the fuck up.
Observe and Report. Dude, it's these five dudes.
Why have I never seen this movie,
Bro.
And you're like, see all the...
feel like-
see these dudes and you're like, bro... And...
It's
A
got
big
an
thing
argument
is, in the
as one
beginning,
of the best
especially,
World War II movies
they're
of
like,
all time.
bro,
Really?
they're like
Oh,
cracking
bro,
jokes
bro.
and fucking with each other. And then like...
Then it's...
You get about 20 minutes into that movie and you're like, oh, like this is them coping with the fucked up shit they're doing.
There's a scene in there, and I'm not going to... There's a scene in there, and I just mentioned it, and I want to know, when we talk next, it doesn't have to be on the pod. There's a scene in there, and I didn't notice this until my homie told me to pay attention to it, is some shit's about to go down in this house, but it doesn't go down. It only hints at it a little bit, kind of. And then you think about the millions of other people that were in that war and how common that might have been. And you realize how fucking gritty and grimy and just savage the war is. It brings out literally the fucking craziest shit in all types of humans, bro. And they do a good job in that movie. And this is my take. This is something I observed from it after the homie that told me about that is they do a good job of showing you the fight that's not involved in the gunfire.
Right.
Up here.
Oh,
PTSD.
Dude. No, that like that the kid and he's like, I can't fucking do it anymore. I can't be here. I can't do it.
And he's
and
like,
then Brad Pitt goes, if you're gonna bawl, turn off the intercom.
Yep.
Oh, don't cry into my fucking ear.
Don't cry in the mic, bro.
He's like, you're a bitch.
Like
Turn that
everybody
off.
can hear you when you're doing
Dog,
that. And it's like, dude, I have goosebumps right now thinking about like that's
Dude, this sounds like a good movie.
There's a
man.
part.
dude.
I feel like I've seen like a video on TikTok, but it's like Brad Pitt and then Shia LaBeouf. Like I knew that those two guys are probably in it, but I seen a video
this is the set of the movie where John Bernthal and Shia LaBeouf got
real close
because
they were all
they talk
like,
about it in the pod that they did that was fucking
a huge
massive.
that blew up.
Yeah.
They that's where they first kind of like got tight.
Dude, the fucking Punisher's in that movie?
Oh no, dude, it's a different.
Oh, it's the like
He's,
redneck, like
oh, bro.
So, like,
I'm
out of...
so fucking thank
like
you for
more like
watching
more
that.
like
Shout out
Shane
Riley.
from The Walking Dead type of John
Okay.
Bernthal.
So as far as your guys' personal war movies that you've seen, where does Fury rank?
What
in
category of war?
Like a war movie.
No, but like
that? Not which war,
Okay.
just a war
fictional,
movie.
I would
fictional,
put Full
or
Metal Jacket number 1,
Yeah.
Fury number 2.
yeah,
Really?
yes.
Really?
Saving Private Ryan, to me,
One of the best
Mine would
ones
go
ever.
Saving Private Ryan, Fury, Full Metal Jacket. And this reason I'm saying war movies is because it's
Dude, you guys are giving this movie some flowers.
oh,
right now.
bro, just it's good. It's good.
I'd take your guys' opinions really
It's-
well, too, because I know you guys have good taste.
2.5. I turned on this movie like 10:30 the other night, and I watched it until 1 a.m.
Dude,
And I had to be up at 6 a.m.
Dog, it's a movie. It's a movie where you can't just start it.
Oh no!
You know what's funny is I just recently started it too. It is on Netflix.
Yeah,
I
it just got
recently
bad. It
started
just
playing it.
got like this week. It got added.
Dude, I
back.
caught Lauren fucking watching it.
oh, really?
Like sucked in, like watching it. She was tired. The way that it's set up, how they do the movie is it's right in your face right away. You know, and there's one part where I'm not going to get into any details, tell you what part of the movie or whatever, but Brad Pitt, you'll notice right away, is a hard ass.
Oh yeah,
And see what
He's
I like,
like the sergeant.
like
in
I like
a
general.
no bullshit type of guy.
but there's a part where there's this part of the scene where it's kind of chilled out. They're back at a base and they're chilling, doing their thing. He gives orders to everybody to do something for the tank. And he walks off. And he's looking around and he just breaks down in between this fucking tanker and he's smoking the cigarette. And he's smoking the cigarette and he looks up and it pans to the next scene or the next scene or next angle. And there's all the POWs from the Nazi side. And they're watching this dude cry. There's little hints in that fucking movie, dog. You're gonna understand what I'm talking about. There's scenes that are there that you're like, you look at in the aspect of their eyes and how they view that shit, and you're like, fuck. The reason I asked about war movies and what category you'd place it in is because one of the best war movies of all time, just because it's funny and it's sick, it's badass.
Oh, man.
Inglourious Bastards is.
I thought this was about to say Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder all day. No, Inglourious Bastards.
That's a
bro.
good ass movie, man.
When they're in the
too.
basement
Yeah.
and
He says,
yeah, dude, and homeboy, well, no, he says, he's like, I'm your higher up. I'm telling you to fucking stand down and chill the fuck out. And they think everything's good, and then it's like, what's funny is I'm actually on watch tonight, and they know. Have you seen Inglourious Bastards?
I think I watched it when I was younger. I fell asleep.
sick one.
Watch it.
I need to go back and watch it.
That's Quentin Tarantino,
Dog,
too.
at his
Oh, dude.
best.
Yeah, that is
best.
absolute best.
Bro, I might put Pulp Fiction as one of the best movies of all time.
Pulp Fiction's up there. And honestly,
That's a movie you have to understand that you're not going to understand.
You could put like you could
bro.
put like Clockwork Orange up there too.
I
if you're
watched
really
that
trying.
movie.
Is that Quentin Tarantino?
No,
Who?
no.
Okay.
I couldn't tell you who Clockwork Orange is by, but
Okay.
I think it was the guy that made. I think it's the same guy that made Clockwork Orange, and I'm fucking slaughtering this. I know it, but the guy that made Eyes Wide Shut,
Oh fuck.
Mark Kubrick,
Hold on.
Stanley Kubrick.
Okay.
Stanley
Yeah,
Kubrick,
yeah.
I think, is the guy that directs Clockwork Orange too. Have you ever seen that shit?
No.
But it's like weird dystopian, super weird. It's super fucked up, but it's just so weird. But it's like a classic for a reason. Like you're watching it
Oh,
and
you
you're
know
like,
another
Ooh,
classic.
it's got an 87.
Another
is
classic.
it
Rotten
Stanley?
Tomatoes.
Is it Stanley Kubrick though?
Another classic
Stanley
I watched
Kubrick.
this week,
Spot on.
Nice.
or I guess last week I watched it.
What?
The Giver.
Damn, that's
Oh, is
yeah,
it?
that's-
Is that when it starts in black and white?
Dog,
and then
no,
comes-
that-
And like the guy can see, like he sees like the red in the girl's hair.
That's
and,
the
like,
first-
blue in the sky.
I
the green in the trees.
I need to give
Have you
that
read
a
the book?
rewatch. No,
I have
that's
not.
the first dude, bro. That's the first book that I've ever read that we were forced to read where I was like, holy fuck. This is deep. Like this is fucking some deep shit, you know? But back to Inglourious Bastards or
Oh yeah,
Fury.
yeah. Sorry, we kind of went everywhere there.
So the war, talking about good ass movies. This is the dork in me. Yeah, get it?
yeah, no. There is a
Yo,
dork in you. I can see it. It's written all over your
So
face.
no, but dead ass Fury. it ends the way that it's supposed to end.
I can't remember the ending right off the top of my head.
Man, good. It's
I'm gonna watch this fucking movie tonight.
dog. It's really good. And people are gonna listen to this that probably think, oh fuck, you say Fury's a top 5 war movie? What war movies have you seen? It's like, no, I'm talking about
I'll admit I haven't seen a lot of war movies.
No, I'm talking about it exactly. No, I'm talking
All
about
Quiet
it
on the Western Front.
in a context of
Another wicked one.
not a lot of newer World War II movies for our age group, you know? That's why I'm saying, like, I'm giving flowers to Full Metal Jacket and Saving Private Ryan and those movies, dude, because fuck, dude.
Well, Full Metal Jacket.
Forrest Gump, dog? Fuck.
But Full Metal Jacket, that's
Forrest
about
Gump?
Nam, isn't
Fucking
it?
Gump did his time, too, in Vietnam, boy.
Yeah.
Full Metal Jacket is
That's about Vietnam,
That is
though,
Vietnam.
right?
Yeah, you're all right.
Yeah.
Dude.
Saving
Full
Private
Metal
Ryan
Jacket,
is World War II because that's the D-Day scene.
Yeah.
See, Full Metal Jacket is fucking gnarly because
That's like showing the effects of all this training and all this stuff
William
on these
Dafoe.
soldiers too.
No, not William Dafoe. Homeboy that plays
Kingpin,
Kingpin.
and Daredevil. He's like, "Hey, Joker, fucking."
and he's
Yeah.
fucking whacked
Oh,
out.
yeah.
Fucking blows.
He's in a
dome
bunch
off.
of stuff. That dude was on SVU for like
Oh,
forever.
Criminal Intent. No, Criminal Intent.
Oh.
Like,
Law-
you're
no,
talking about
Law and
the big
Order,
guy
though.
that
You're
got,
right,
he
bro.
got like bullied the whole time. Like, dude went hard on him.
Have
Yeah.
you guys seen?
And then he
That-
killed,
the-
he killed the,
the drill
like,
sergeant?
He killed the drill sergeant,
Yeah.
and then he killed himself.
Yeah,
Yeah.
took him out.
Yeah.
Drill Sergeant. Have you seen the Drill Sergeant in Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
No.
Bro,
Is it the same cat?
dog, dude,
Goosies.
dog. Have you seen Texas Chainsaw Massacre?
The newest one?
No,
The old one? The OG one?
2000, mid
Matthew
2000s,
McConaughey?
mid 2000s.
That one's
Texas
not
Chainsaw
the
Massacre.
OG.
I've never seen any of them.
The one that you're talking
Matthew
about.
McConaughey
though?
is not in a Texas Chainsaw movie, is
Oh,
he?
yes, he is. He's in the second one ever made. I'm pretty sure.
What?
He
Bro.
talks about it in his book, bro. That's the only reason I know that.
Dude, like OGs, like 80s,
The OG
70s.
ones.
Okay,
I think he's in the second one ever made.
Okay, I didn't
let's
know
fact
that.
check.
Yeah.
That's badass. I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
He plays a wicked, fucking crazy dude in it too.
For real?
Yeah,
Fuck.
like a role you never seen Matthew McConaughey in.
Bro,
2003.
No. Have you ever read his book, Green Lights?
No,
Brother, he talks about that movie.
There's people that say
And
he's
he
one of the
talks
most
about-
interesting men in the world.
He talks about going in and they wanted him to play one of the other characters for that. And he said, no, I want to be the bad guy.
yeah,
And they're like, that's not your role. And like after like all the actors have left and everything, and he talks about like the secretary, like his job is to scare her. So he like goes out and prepares himself, and he walks in with like a mechanical limp, and he like scared the shit out of this girl, and they're like, well, you're hired.
yeah.
Bro, if you like Matthew McConaughey, if you even kind of like Matthew McConaughey, you gotta read his book.
Green Lights.
Green Lights.
That's worth looking into. I never even knew he had
Bro.
a book like that.
It is.
I rock with Matthew McConaughey.
The-
You know that
dude.
he lost like 40 fucking or Dallas Buyers Club. You ever seen that?
He talks about that in this book. He
I-
talks about them making that. in
Dude,
this book.
I've never seen that movie, but he supposedly lost something like 50 pounds. Like if you see him in that movie,
Yeah.
he's like just skin and
Bro,
bones,
after
like
the
like a
first
shadow
time
of
I read
himself.
this book, I went on a Matthew McConaughey binge and I watched all these movies. So
Hey,
what happens?
Matthew McConaughey is. This is one fun fact. I guess you could say if anyone wants to know a fun fact about me. I love rom-coms. Rom-coms, the shit.
How could you not?
How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days.
50 First Dates?
50 First Dates.
No, Fool's Gold. I'm talking about Matthew McConaughey.
Employee of the Month?
No, but like
you're
with
go-
Matthew
my bad, my
McConaughey.
bad, my
Yeah.
bad.
Employee of the Month, though. Thank you for recognizing that as being a
It's an
rom-com.
awesome movie.
Because a lot of people just think that that's a comedy movie. I'm like, no, that's a rom-com.
Dude,
Dog.
that's
They're
just-
fighting over a chick.
That's
dude.
Jessica Simpson at her fucking whew,
to be.
Oh, my Lord.
Smoke
Before
show,
she
Jessica,
blimped up.
dog.
Before
Tony
she blimped
Romo,
up.
Jessica Simpson. You know,
Yeah.
way back in the day.
Yeah.
But Texas Chainsaw Massacre, homeboy, drill sergeant, plays him in the movie. Dog. That shit fucked me up as a kid. Shout out Jared again. My cousin's gonna listen to this. That movie fucked me up, bro. That movie genuinely scared the fucking shit out of me, bro. There's a scene where he's cutting fucking homeboy's fucking face off, and he's alive,
Oh, bro.
and he puts it on, dog, and you're like, what the fuck is going on? And his girlfriend is right under there alive,
Yeah.
hiding from him. is fucked, dog.
You want to know what's fucked? When you said that, I thought about The Office.
When
they were doing the CPR
That's,
class and
that's
Dwight,
like Buffalo Bill.
he cuts the face
Oh,
off and he
Dwight.
puts the face.
He's like, oh, Dwight.
That's probably an ode to that. Actually,
Yeah,
That's
no,
probably-
yeah,
that's probably what that is.
Oh man.
No, because he goes.
Yeah.
When he's turning around, yeah. Do you want to talk? You want to talk about a trippy ass fucking other movie too? Have you seen Silence of the Lambs,
Yes.
Now it's Silence in the Lamb, like the horror film.
bro? So Anthony Hopkins, proof from people, multiple stories on set. When it was rolling, even on the takes you don't see, that didn't get in the movie or there were cuts. He doesn't fucking blink. He didn't blink that entire fucking movie. Where the lambs graze.
Oh, bro. That movie is fucking wicked.
Fuck.
That
Dude,
movie is
you're
wicked.
talking about a mind fuck. This motherfucker he's straight up mind fucking this new FBI agent. And he preyed on her, dog, because he knew that she was naive, you know?
Bro.
And there's sequels to that too. The Dragon.
I think I've only seen the original.
Dogs. There's
the
build
first
ups
Silence
to.
of the Lamb.
Well,
And like that was like, I want to say the '60s, right? Like the late '60s.
well,
The
because
first one?
Because
Yeah.
he needs help. They need
I
help.
don't know
hunting
enough
down
about it to
Buffalo
say.
Bill. I think it's they. She goes to him because the whole premise of the movie is they need help identifying who this killer is. Also, I want to say one
I was
thing
way off.
to anybody with the WWE listeners that like wrestling. Some big news came out about Vince McMahon.
He was on Epstein's Island.
No, we're talking like
Sex trafficking.
No, we're talking about like some Harvey Weinstein
Yeah.
type level shit
Oh,
within
so I
his
was like
company.
in the realm.
Yeah. Oh, you're.
No,
yeah.
we're talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
like sexual misconduct on a insane level. And Bret Hart just came out. What happened? Oh, Bret Hart came out and basically talked out against it, and he just went scorched fucking earth on homeboy. So shit's about to get real. So there's kids my age that grew up watching that shit. That story is about to change the way that we look at one of the icons of one of the Hefe, the OG. It's crazy.
Yeah, I never got into wrestling like that.
We're gonna see, dude, what happens. But I know Red's not right here. But would you be down to maybe hit an outro right here?
I think we should wait for. I mean, we can start hitting that towards it. Like,
Get hinting towards it.
yeah, yeah. We're
You watched Fury though. That's
man.
what's your analysis? 1 out
It
of 10.
was-
An honest 1 out of 10.
8.7, 8.7.
Ah, my man.
It was the realness that hit me that I never realized before because I was trying to figure out the story.
Well, the ending, dude. That was the ending.
I can't remember what that.
He's under the tank,
Oh yeah,
and he's like, looks over, and that kid sees him.
yeah, and just walks away. And then,
Leaves him be.
bro, do you think?
Ooh.
Do you think that was karma coming back because he didn't kill the kid in the beginning?
On the fucking head. On the fucking head, dude. Yeah. Watch that fucking movie
this
tonight.
This is your
Fury?
fault, and that was the price that he paid to not be murdered in the end.
The hint of that's the whole point. They had the scene in there, in my opinion, at the end, is because of that, what happened before. But there is one topic that we can get into real quick that we have to. It's the big game. Super Bowl, Niners, Chiefs.
Oh yeah, we want to make some predictions on the way out
Chiefs.
here.
We might
Chiefs
as well.
made it.
Yeah, I think we
Hey,
should.
There's some receipts.
I'm
There's
just
some
saying,
receipts.
I'm pretty sure I predicted this like 3 weeks ago.
I
on the
said-
podcast,
you did say Chiefs and
I named
Niners.
the podcast. Mahomes already won the Super Bowl, so you guys know what I think.
So
I
I,
know-
did
I know
say
how-
if
I
they
know
let
what
him
you
in, they'd win.
And then
I want
okay,
to love you.
think about this.
Pretty young thing. Shout out MJ, dude.
I don't think the Chiefs can lose.
Yeah.
Travis
this
Kelce?
Is, this
Taylor
is,
Swift is going to be there doing the halftime show, bro. There's
you know what I
there's
got?
no, they're not going to lose. They can't.
You know in that Avengers movie or whatever, where it's like, I have the command of an army of 1 billion people. And he's like, yeah, well, we have a Hulk. Or whatever. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
You know what the Chiefs got? Yeah, Travis Kelce. Yeah, Patrick Mahomes. Yeah, Snead. Yeah, Pacheco.
Yeah.
That guy runs like he's mad at the ground. But you know what I got? You know what I got?
He said, "I got a George."
I got the fucking Infinity Stones, buddy, on my team. I got all the.
You got the pieces, bro.
Man, we have all the pieces, and what's gonna happen is like, I just want to watch a good game. Like honestly,
I think it'll definitely be a good game.
I think it will too.
Yeah.
I honestly would like to see a shootout, but if I'm gonna make a prediction in this game,
To give you an idea, Vegas, the spread is Chiefs. The Niners are favored by 2.
by 2 points, that's what I saw too.
Chiefs are underdog by 2.
It's gonna be a fucking game, dude. I think it's gonna go 31-28 Niners,
You think they win and they cover?
and they cover.
Ooh, okay. All right, word.
I think it's like that.
See,
That's just me, but I'm biased, of course.
I would like
You
to
know
give.
what I mean?
I would like to give a little detailed analysis of it before we hop off here, just because I want to listen back and see how accurate I
Let's
got
do it.
this. Go ahead. What do you think?
I was just gonna say my idea was the opposite. 31-28 Chiefs.
The Chiefs. See, and we got a fucking.
It's gonna be a good game.
We got a Moody, so if Moody can hit his fucking kicks, man, then we might be all right. But it's gonna be a good game, I think. I really do think that.
What you got, Setto?
This guy wants the Chiefs to lose so bad.
Oh, you know they're.
What
not
I was just
going
going to
to,
start this off with is, I love my girlfriend. I love her family. I know a lot of Chiefs fans. Shout out Tanner, Tanner's family. Well, Tanner, you're halfy. You're a Bronco fan and a Chief fan. I know a lot of Chiefs fans. And I am the lone duck that wears. I'm the black and silver sheep of a lot of shit in my life.
There you go.
The other side of it, we used to play in Oakland. A lot of Bay Area Raider fans that I've followed on Twitter for years now are so fucking conflicted. It's crazy. I've never had a problem with the Niners because I've never grew up in the Bay.
That's how I feel about the Raiders too.
There's a beef there, and there's a lot of Raider fans that are saying the
People
NFL
getting stabbed in the games.
is get back at them for having the Chiefs and the Niners. Some of the most hated teams the Raiders have in the fan base of rooted Oakland Bay Thing fans.
And now we're playing at
And
your
you're
guys'
playing in Allegiant. You're playing on our field.
Yeah.
It's like
My honest
Isn't that
opinion, my
wicked?
assessment of the game. I hate to fucking say this, but this is all in the aspect of good in competition.
Here we
with
go.
friends. It was announced on the podcast a couple weeks ago. Mahomes already won the Super Bowl. I genuinely want nothing more than the Niners to win 63-0. I want San Francisco to win so fucking bad, dude. Like I wanted to win so bad I might wear garnet and gold.
Really?
Shit.
You know what I'm saying? Not literally, but you know what I'm saying.
He said I would never, but you know what I'm saying.
I might put a little San Fran sticker on my little cheek or something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I play the Chiefs. I watch us play the Chiefs 2 times a year. The difference in the game is not offense versus defense. People are going to think the defense for the Chiefs against the offense of the Niners is the sleeper of the thing. But I've been saying the Chiefs defense is legit all fucking year.
Yeah, you have
All
you have
fucking
been
year.
doing that.
The reason they're there is because of the Chiefs defense this year, for sure. Niners offense is fucking cold. Niners defense is nasty, but in the playoffs, been a little susceptible to giving up some points.
Bruh.
The real fucking game changer in the game, it's going to come down
Taylor
to
Swift.
2 or 3. I'm keeping it short because I really think how close this game's going to be. It's going to come down to 2 or 3 play calls that should have went one way that didn't, and I think Andy Reid's going to get 2 of those go his way. And I think Shanahan's going to be on the short end of it. My honest score prediction, straight up, is 23-20 Chiefs.
Damn. So
Yeah,
we're
okay.
We're
And
within
I'm
3
talking-
points,
I'm talking-
us.
Yeah, all of us
3.
are within 3.
I'm talking Shanahan is, if the Niners lose, the only reason they're going to lose is not Mahomes beating them. It's Shanahan losing the game. And I started thinking that way when I watched the documentary of the fucking Pats and Falcons Super Bowl. Is the play calling that went down in that game. And for real, bro, like, if I see the Chiefs win another one, dude, I'm going to be fucking sick to my stomach. So I'm prepping that it's already going to fucking happen.
Mm-hmm.
The realist side is that pick. My pick as a fucking fuck the Chiefs and go Niners would love to see a 42-17 Pat Mahomes 3 interception game. C-Mac 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I would want to see. But the realist side of me is like, it's going to come down to 1 or 2 plays, dude. It truthfully is.
Dude,
I just had
like
a feeling, dude.
It's awesome.
And I love you, Red. You're my guy.
No,
bro.
I know. It's awesome having like your team make it this far, right? But one of the good things, like when your team is not making it to the Super Bowl, if the only good thing is you don't have to stress about it anymore.
Yeah, dude.
It's like my shit, dude. I wake up and I'm like, fuck, we got 2 fucking days into the game, you know?
Oh, man.
And me and my stepdad, bro, we just eat, breathe fucking
Dude,
49ers
you know-
Yeah,
football.
good life
know-
being a Titans fan. I didn't even have to worry about the playoffs.
Yeah, you sure did it this year. But they're gonna come, dude. They're gonna have a
You
run
know
one
what
of
it
these years.
feels
They're
like.
gonna go.
Get 'em.
You know what it feels like to have your team go all the way, dog.
No, I don't.
No, you could go to this point.
No, I know how
Now-
it feels like to see my team go to the fucking Super Bowl and lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, well, your team's been there.
Yeah,
You know
You
what
know-
it takes.
yeah,
Can I be honest with you, Red?
absolutely.
I'm pretty sure this was on the podcast, but the only reason I'm saying the Chiefs are going to win
Is because
is because I said, "Oh, I'm gonna vote." For,
I remember
I'm gonna,
this,
I'm
you
gonna
petty
vote for
fucker.
my boys' team,
You
and
petty
I said,
fucker.
"I'm gonna back my boy." And then I said, because if it was like the Titans in the Super Bowl and your team wasn't, you would vote my team, right? And you
I
were
would.
like, no, you did not say that. You said I would never root for the Titans, and I was like, fine, fuck
Oh,
you.
okay,
The
maybe I
Niners
did
are gonna
say
lose.
that. Maybe I did say
I'm
that.
gonna be real though.
I was
I
like,
maybe I
fine,
did say
the
that.
I
Chiefs
want to
are
make
gonna
it
win,
clear.
then.
I forget stuff.
I want the 49ers to beat the Kansas City Chiefs.
I want them to beat the dog shit out.
Oh,
of them.
I'm talking
but I just
dog.
don't think it's gonna happen like that.
The last time I had this feeling was the AFC Championship game. I just had this feeling, dude. They're all panning to the stadium of Ravens fans. And it's like, and it shows Mahomes, and it shows Lamar Jackson, and you're kind of like,
I got a Brock Purdy, man. I got a Brock Purdy. I got
yeah.
all these.
If
I
you-
got all these guys, man. And if we could just win this,
Dog.
if Brock Purdy wins it his second year,
dog,
man,
that
bro,
right there.
What's a better storyline, right? Like, what's a better storyline that Pat Mahomes makes it again and they win again, or Brock Purdy leading the helm, Mr. Irrelevant, his second year?
Kurt Warner,
Come on,
bagging groceries in the Arena Football League one year, then going back to the Rams, winning a Super Bowl. That story's fucking nutty.
I'm telling you.
Brock Purdy winning a Super Bowl, though, dude. I know this sounds stupid. The one aspect I never looked at it as, I've never looked at both quarterbacks head to head. I haven't looked at that yet. I can't even believe I'm saying that. That would be. This is massive for Mahomes' fucking legacy. This is fucking huge.
For real.
The dude, holy shit. I was thinking for a long time that this fool don't got nothing to lose, but I just had an epiphany. He's got everything to lose.
In this
His
game.
legacy's on the
There's
line,
people
dog.
that are mad because people are already saying that Mahomes is better than Tom Brady.
He can't. He can't be. Straight up, he can't.
He can't be right now, but give him
Yo.
however many years in the league, and it's like,
Or how many
Kaiser
rings
said
did
it
Brady
perfect, bro.
have?
Kaiser
6?
said it perfect is the age only gets brought up when it benefits the other side of the argument. Is Mahomes has been great this whole time. What people like to say, he played Brady at his down end when he was old, when he was 41, 42, whatever the fuck he was. They were on the same stage, equal playing field. Brady beat him. So that there's legit argument. You can't say Kobe beat Jordan or Jordan beat Kobe. You can't really say LeBron beat Kobe because they didn't play in the finals. So there's these analogies I'm using is that Mahomes has to always live with is we got a Brady versus Mahomes, and Brady won. This other thing though that's fucking wild. There's an undrafted fucking or a Mr. Irrelevant quarterback against Pat fucking Mahomes.
Made it all the way to the bowl game,
and he's
baby.
labeled as a game manager, as a.
We'll see, man. I'm willing to see a good game. That's all. That's where I'm.
You said at the beginning.
Are we watching
when
that
we were
on
going
Sunday?
into the divisional and then into the championship game? Is you said that you didn't want to play the Chiefs. That's how I knew you were a realist. Is because you understand the game within the game.
Yeah. That's the one team I did not want to fucking play.
I want to make it perfectly clear too.
Yeah,
I
here we
want to
are.
be 150% wrong, but for bragging rights, I feel like that's where my gut's leaning, dude. Unfortunately,
That's fine, man. And you know, like we've talked about this before, and I'll say the same thing like I said before. I could say and yell at the TV and want my team to do the best, you know, but at the end of the day, man, I'm not a coach. I'm not a player. I'm not even a fucking water boy on the sideline.
You're a real fucking fan, dude.
You know what I mean? I watch the game in, and I hope that with the talent that is presented or whatever that my team has, I'm hoping this team is gonna beat whoever. But at the end of the day, man, I'm not the fucking coach, dude. I'm not out there calling the plays. I'm not out there catching or dropping the passes. I'm not out there getting these runs. I'm not doing any of that. I just watch it.
What's crazy
You know
is
what I
like
mean?
you saying that too is that's literally what I feel like this game's gonna come down to, dude. Is a drop pass.
It's gonna be something light.
Because last year with the Eagles game, what separated it was, you could say, two plays. I really feel like it's going to be that again, man, where it's that way. And fuck the Chiefs. Oh, man. Oh, God, I hope I'm fucking wrong, dude. It gets me riled
I hope
up.
you're wrong,
I do have
too.
a serious question. Is there... I mean, Kaiser's sick right now. I know we had talked about watching the game at his house.
I don't think with how sick this fool thinks he's going to be good tomorrow. Kaiser, you're going to hear this Sunday, and I'm telling you that your past, which is my future,
Right? Yeah.
you're going to be fucking worse tomorrow, dog.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's where it really is going to kick in.
I'm going to
buddy.
be honest with you. I got invited to another Super Bowl party that's going to have some single women there.
Oh, there you go.
And I'm kind of like,
Where is this place?
like
Just so I
the
can avoid
boys-
it.
The boys, you know, hanging out with the boys. We had something planned, but it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
No, not this year, but next year, regardless of Super Bowl, we got to do a Super Bowl show before kickoff next year.
I'd be down to do something like that.
Little pregame going on.
little
Yeah.
pregame, hit it before.
Then it ends
And
like
then-
20 minutes before kickoff or some shit, and we're like, all right, guys,
No, I think we
go right into kickoff.
I think we go into kickoff and then we watch the football game, and then after we give a little, like, we pop back on.
That would be sick.
Like, all right, like
An instant reaction.
we get like a podcast before and after.
Damn,
That would be
dog.
Like we all
Holy
throw in some
shit.
predictions and give our ideas, and then we're like, all right, we'll see you in like 6 hours, and then like 6 hours later we start recording again. Fucking,
we're like
fucking
way
wild.
drunk. We're like, holy fucking
Fuck the refs,
shit.
man.
Like,
Yeah.
dude, I cannot believe the Cleveland Browns just won the Super Bowl.
The Tennessee Titans have won the
Oh
Super Bowl.
my god, that would be
the Tennessee
fucking
Titans
awesome.
lose to the Cleveland Browns.
Real
next
shit.
Year.
Is this our first 3-hour pod?
This is the first one I remember.
3 hours. Yeah.
Oh, there's gonna be
255.
there's gonna be a
And I'm
little bit
gonna
more
edit some
editing.
things
Sorry,
out. We
man.
can keep going a little bit longer.
I gotta go. I do have to go,
Yeah, no worries.
unfortunately.
I do think we should not tell Kaiser it's 3 hours. Just let him see. To be like, what the fuck
Hey.
happened?
Yeah,
Good fucking episode, man.
this one was
Oh,
a
yeah.
fun one. I
Yeah, it was
think.
a
I
good
think we
one.
really
This
got
was good
into
shit.
it.
I was quiet there for a little parts just because of some shit, but straight up, this
What
was dope.
stuff?
Podcasts are better with friends. Spotify, Apple Music, Stream Not Today. When you hear this, it came out 2 days ago. Red
Share us on
Summers,
YouTube.
Yanni K, Cody Morgan, Golden Riot, Riley Riot, Setto Montana, and shout out Gold Mines.
Shout out Go Mines, baby.
And we can't cue it right now, but I get to say this now because Kaiser's not here. Cue Ashes.
Hell yeah.
Crawling through the ashes, burning my hands, searching for some answers I don't understand. Let's talk before I'm plastered, just don't throw no hands. Remind me, don't go backwards, we stick to the plan that gets me back to where I take care of my friends. The